low.
Morale was
classic.
Morale is low.
Morale was low at that point.
Yeah.
We were not in a good headspace, but we made the turn and just flushed it. We just flushed it.
Yeah.
And,
Sometimes you got to do that.
And rebounded and made it happen. Okay.
I mean, yeah, you did.
I made a 9. I made a 9 for
You
God's sakes,
recovered
and it
from
still
a 9
happened.
and shot an
It still
89.
happened.
I mean, if you'd shot a normal, if you'd listened to Clay and you'd parred the hole, we could be talking 85.
Yeah.
So he goes to the last hole,
Oh,
and
the
he's got to
drama.
make 5. It's
He's got
a
a
par
par.
4.
Oh,
It's
I'm
the
sorry, I got a
hardest
bogey.
hole on the. Yeah, he had bogey. He had room. He had to make a bogey.
Mm-hmm.
But making a bogey on that hole is like
Oh.
making a par.
Yeah.
And he goes to the last hole, which is the 9th, and because he started on 10, and he hits his second shot in a little bit of trouble. He gets it on the green. He's got a 2-putt. It's a long way, and he leaves himself the absolute tester. Well, how far was the putt?
8 feet? 10
It
feet?
was an 8-footer.
You think it was 8 feet?
Yeah, I think it was an 8-footer.
You think it was 8 feet? Okay, outside the hole.
Yeah, it was 7 or 8 feet, but it was outside the hole.
Yeah.
It felt like it was like 30 feet away.
Wow.
It felt like an enormous distance.
The crowd
Everybody,
there,
the
a
crowd was
lifetime
forming
away.
quickly at the.
That's
8
what
feet
I
hole.
noticed when I looked at the video, were the number of people around the green. That was real pressure, Bart.
And so he backs off his putt 3 or 4 times.
Oh, wow.
The wind's blowing. He
Yeah.
backs off.
There would be a big gust.
Gets over, backs off the ball. And then here we go. You haven't seen the fist pump. It's Tiger-like.
Hey, what a moment.
Boy! What's up, Bart?
Listen to the just adulation. Just the praise.
Thunder.
89. You can just hear the crowd.
Oh, yeah.
That's incredible.
I filled
89.
in. I filled in as the wife.
I
There
saw
was no
that.
wife.
I
There
saw
was
that.
no wife or kids.
Well, you
running
kind
out
of played the
green.
role of proud dad.
Yeah.
You see those guys sometimes, the wife's not there, whatever, but
Right.
dad will be there.
Yeah.
He'll come out and hug you.
Wife's laid up in the hospital about to deliver
Yeah.
the 3rd child.
Yeah.
And she
You're out
can't
there-
make it.
Yeah,
So
she-
dad comes and gives him a
That's
hug.
right. That's kind of the way I played
That's
it out
how,
in my
yeah,
mind.
yeah. That's how.
you
That's
know?
that's true. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Sorry, Sally couldn't be here. Bart, you're gonna have to rush home. You're gonna have a kid at any moment.
Yeah.
And that would have been the only thing to add to it. But for it to come down to that last putt, we had all the drama we needed.
Well, and let me compliment you, Bart. The way you dragged it out. You dragged it out to the very last putt. So very well done.
Yeah,
very, very well
Yeah,
done.
well, she played the role well.
You did.
Well, sport is nothing without drama.
Well, you're right. That was a human drama.
So
right
then the rest of the weekend, Bart stayed. They had
Well,
a
of
crawfish
course he
boil in his
stayed.
honor, and
my honor.
and he was. I'd look up, where's Bart? And it'd be another circle of people
I
around
kept
him.
looking for a notice of some kind of quick parade, ticker tape, going through Mountain Home, but I guess that's coming later.
I could tell I couldn't hear Bart's conversations in these circles. There would be many different circles that would go on throughout the evening where Bart would be in the middle of the circle talking. And I couldn't hear him, but I knew what he was saying because I could tell by his body language. He was very demonstrative in his body language about the round. And at one point I looked over there and he kept backing up, so he was over the putt all over again and
that's
backing off the
funny.
putt. And he was explaining, I
that's
think, that he was
great.
backing it, had to back away.
Look, you got to tell a story. You got to make it great.
How many times did you tell the story
incredible.
Saturday night?
As many times as people asked me.
At one
Okay.
point, I looked over there, and his hair's a little disheveled, like Bill Murray
that's
and Kingpin. And, and
What a
he's
great
just,
movie.
his hands are everywhere. He's just
God.
telling the whole story
I
of,
can only
of
imagine.
'89. It was pretty incredible. Pretty incredible. What a time.
So what's the next course
Yeah.
to conquer?
Yeah.
I think that's up to the golf courses of Arkansas.
Yeah. Well, I
think Big Creek needs to
the
be an
floor's
annual thing.
open.
I think every year, but just because the people love Bart.
They do love
They love
Bart.
I
Bart.
love
It's-
I love the people.
It's like Bart's home club.
Well, and Bart loves him back, and that's the most important thing. It's Bart's the one that does it.
I can see it. a scenario where you're trying to break 90 at other courses, and the Big Creek Country Club hosts a watch party, like Rory, Rory's home Hollywood,
Absolutely.
Northern Ireland course.
Yes.
And they're all there, you know, in the middle of the night watching them try to win the Masters with pints of Guinness. Yeah, that's what'll be happening at Big Creek in the future. Well, you did it, buddy. Congratulations. We're all just we couldn't be happier for you. I don't know what we'd have done if you hadn't done it.
I don't know either.
But,
I was really worried. The lack of practice, seemingly the lack of focus, had me concerned.
Yeah.
I thought, my God, we're going to end up having to go there 8 or 10 times before he finally breaks 90. And lo and behold, you do it.
There were some dark moments out there. There were really some dark.
And morale is low.
Oh, 6:15. Good morning. Chuck and Bo Show. Really make me want to call you a moron. Not going to do that, but I want to.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Looking for tough, reliable equipment from folks who feel like neighbors? WT Equipment is a local, family-owned dealership with 8 locations across Arkansas. They're Big Hog fans, just like you, and they're always ready to help you find the right equipment for your job. WT Equipment carries the brands you trust to get the work done right. Whether you need equipment, implements, or powerful Bobcat machines, the friendly team at WT Equipment is ready to help. Visit WTEquip.com.
Distribution Solutions Incorporated.
You're not a number here. It's a family atmosphere, and you don't know who you are, don't know who your kids are, your family is.
DSI knows drivers by name. They're about their people. It feels more like a family than a job, and they know home time matters.
We preach home time, and in essence, that's probably our biggest attribute is just the family atmosphere and knowing our drivers the way we do.
If you're a driver, check out their website, drivedsi.com. All the benefits, all the vacation time, and that home time that matters. All right, it's officially tax season, and your local H&R Block is ready to knock it out with you. You can just walk in or grab an appointment, and you're getting 100% accuracy in your max refund or your money back. That's real people right here in your neighborhood, helping you get it done the right way. Not just now, but year-round. H&R Block. Walk in or book an appointment today. There's never a good deal good enough with a bad person. Still a bad deal.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Customer service is a buzzword. People just throw it out there. What is it to you?
Showing up when you say you're going to show up, returning phone calls, providing the service that you promised to provide. Because, I mean, if we're all asking to get paid for what we're doing, we need to do what we're getting paid for. And do it with a good attitude and being responsible, not only responsible to show up, but responsible to the relationship.
A relationship you can count on from Clay Maxey and the folks at Teamwork Roofing and Construction. TeamworkBuilt.com. Built on quality, powered by teamwork. All right, it's officially tax season, and your local H&R Block is ready to knock it out with you. You can just walk in or grab an appointment, and you're getting 100% accuracy in your max refund or your money back. That's real people right here in your neighborhood, helping you get it done the right way. Not just now, but year-round. H&R Block. Walk in or book an appointment today.
Flight by Yingling is the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling & Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
For over 25 years, Pro Land Title has been making title insurance easy for Arkansas families. Founded right here in Arkansas with over 45 offices statewide, their team of title insurance veterans will work alongside you, your realtor, and your loan officer every step of the way. They're independently owned, so the only priority is you. Their relationships with national underwriters allow them to say yes when others can't. Cheer for the pigs, close with the pros. Visit ProLandTitle.com and get a quote today. The Chuck and Bo Show on Demand is driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Catch up on all 3 hours with the podcast version on Spotify and Apple. Just search for The Chuck and Bo Show.
My biorhythms were like screaming over the weekend. I'm not going to lie to you. I felt it the minute I walked into the casino Thursday night. I knew it was going to be well. I knew things were going to go well. I could feel it.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
So I got to admit, I watched that softball game yesterday. I was up yesterday. I'm thinking, man, that game's at 1 o'clock. I kind of geared my day around, being in front of the television at 1. And, man, Oklahoma kind of did what Georgia had done the day before in baseball. He's kind of played long ball there for a little bit. But they beat them on Saturday. And I guess that was the first time that they've beaten Oklahoma in forever.
Long time.
I mean, like the third time ever.
Yeah.
And
third win ever over a number 1 ranked team.
Oh, okay. All right. And but they won Saturday, and then Oklahoma won yesterday.
Should have won Friday. Won Saturday.
Yeah, they were ahead.
And just didn't have it yesterday. And that happens sometimes, especially on the road against really good teams.
No, that was really competitive. I mean, you could tell. I mean, first off, they had like 4,500 people there. There was real excitement. I mean, there will be baseball regionals, first-round regionals played with smaller crowds than what they had Friday night. So, and Saturday and yesterday too. So that was fun to watch.
Patty Gasso.
Yeah, they won.
Big time. How many national championships does he have?
I don't know.
Man, it's
6.
It's a lot. And they're really good. She called Arkansas a College World Series team.
Yeah.
I mean, they're that good. I'm sorry, Patty Gasso has 8 national titles.
Wow, that's a lot.
A lot.
But that's how good Arkansas is. Like they are that good. They're good enough to make it to Oklahoma City. This, my opinion is probably the best team that Courtney Deifel's had. We'll see how it plays out. You gotta get lucky in the playoffs or in the regionals, the super regionals. There's a bit of luck involved. Arkansas's been unlucky a couple of times, more than a couple of times. We'll see if they get kind of the lucky breaks, the good bounces this year. But they're that good. Host Missouri this weekend back at Bogle Park.
Not only did Bart shoot 89, he called the win on Saturday. He said
did.
they were going to win.
He did.
He said they'll win that.
They
game.
won't win Friday night.
They won't win.
Those were his words.
Probably won't. But
and then they jumped out, and I'm thinking, wow, they may win tonight. Bart's already said they win tomorrow, so they win this series. And then Saturday they won, and Bart reminded us. Bart, it was really a hot weekend for you. I mean, it really was. I can't imagine.
I should have been gambling.
Well, yeah.
What happened to the baseball team? Who's got thoughts on this? Here's Davey H. after losing 26-14. 26-14 in game 2 of the series.
I'm just disappointed the way that we defensively how we played. I mean, we had a 6-1 lead, and there's a pop up that was dropped. Just things started adding up. There was a double play ball at the second baseman in the middle of the game that would have, he could have taken I don't know, he turned double play, it's over. Instead, they scored 2 or 3 more runs. There was a few more plays. You guys saw them, and the win had a little bit to do with it, obviously, but we still gotta make plays, and the frustration was more for me personally was the defense. The pitching was the pitching. Georgia has a really good offense. They got some balls up in the air. They had some really good balls that might have gone anyway, but there was a lot of balls that were blown in the wind, and give them credit, they did it. We gave up, I know, an 0-2 3-run homer, an 0-2 2-run homer, and there was another one. There was more. There was an 0-2 double that scored 2 with 2 outs when we were about to get out of it, and just a lot of frustrating, pitches and plays. The dugout was into it. The hitters were still fighting, and then you go out and you get a lead, and then you kind of get a little demoralized, and then you try to get them going again, and you tie it 9-9. And then you go out and you give up 2 more because we don't make a play. It was one of those games. I mean, that was 1 in 1,000 there. I mean, I haven't been a part of too many like that either way, on the good side or the bad side now. So, I mean, I don't know what to say about that one.
As I listen to him talk, I mean, I'm watching the game Saturday. I mean, that's the rubber match. And look, I'm going to be honest. I thought Arkansas was going to win this game. It's what I thought going in. They go up 6-1. I'm thinking this is, they're back. And then by the time the afternoon's over, it's like, what did I just watch? I mean, this was like the old light bat era of the 90s. A 26-14 game. I mean, back then you'd see that pretty much every Sunday in the SEC in at least one game. But they got that taken care of, and you just don't see games like this. But Saturday was a raw day. I mean, it was a raw day. It was cold. The wind was blowing. Everything was just out of sorts. And then they make 6 errors. I mean, when do you see an Arkansas team make 6 errors? I usually don't. And it was just a strange day. But you gave up 6 unearned runs. I mean, you still lose, but probably. But it sure seemed like a lot of Georgia's big hits, which all of them seemed to leave the ballpark. It seemed like those sure came after Arkansas had booted something defensively or made a mistake. And I guess that's what good teams do. They take advantage of the other team's mistakes. But that was, I'll echo what Dave said. That's 1 in 1,000 right there. You just don't see many games like that anymore.
Kyle Peterson told us they hit a lot of home runs.
They do.
And you got to limit that. And they didn't limit that. And I said game 2 going into that cut. It's game 3. It was played on Saturday. It was the finale. And we were playing in the Big Chief. And I got a score update, and it was like 13-11 or whatever. And, I don't know, 30 minutes later, somebody said it's 26-11 or what? I go, what?
Yeah.
What?
Got out of hand.
What in the world?
That escalated pretty quickly.
I didn't see it live. I had to go back and check on it later, but that you just don't expect this. And I know people are talking today, like, what is going on with the Razorback baseball? They were talking about this. Everybody's been talking about, if you're a baseball fan throughout the season, because this just is a little bit of a lot of an uncharacteristic situation for a Dave Van Horn team. I mean, all of these things are coming up, happened since 2016. Like losing consecutive home series since 2016 hasn't happened until now. You're just a little bit off in this league. You're just a little bit off. You're paying for it. And then you can have a hot weekend and like they did at Alabama, and maybe Alabama didn't play as well, and Arkansas made them pay. But it's jarring, but it's one series. That like we knew those 2 series were going to be big series at Alabama, Georgia here, and you knew it'd be tough to win both of those. You didn't expect it to happen like this. You probably would have hoped to go to Alabama, get a win on the road, avoid being swept, come home, get 2 of 3 from Georgia, but you end up winning 3 games in that 6, and I think you would have taken that before we knew how the 2 series were going to be played. You would have taken 3 wins of those 6 games, and that's what they got.
Well, the one thing about the SEC, and I sometimes we wonder how good the league is. There are multiple Omaha teams in the SEC, and Georgia's one of them. And Arkansas had a really, that I think it was an uncharacteristic day on Saturday. They're 9-9 in the league right now. And when you look at the season as a whole right now, that's about the kind of team they've been. They've been about a 500 team in SEC. But, you look at what's about to happen. They're going to go to Mizzou next weekend. They should do well there. Now, they're going to have a tough series with Ole Miss. Ole Miss is playing pretty well right now. So is Oklahoma. Not great, You know, you don't look at those teams and go, man, they're going to the College World Series. But right now, Arkansas is looking up at them in the standings. I think they're a game back of both of them. But you've got an opportunity to catch them and pass them in your home ballpark. You're going to play 3 games against them. Then you go to Kentucky to close it out. Kentucky's good enough to win a couple of ball games over you at home. But, you know, when I look at these teams right here, the 4 that are left, now 1 or 2 of them may end up in Omaha. But they're not the type team that you look at right now and go, man, that's a juggernaut right there. There's some games left, 12 of them left. There's still an opportunity for this team to finish 2, 3, 4 games above 500 in conference play. But obviously you can't kick it around. You can't make 6 errors. And, you know, and I'm not a pitching coach and I'm not going to try to play one. But when you get a guy, you know, in a pitcher's count, it's 0-2 and 1-2. You got to put those guys away, and that's the mark of a guy that you want out there.
And all the errors, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you can't do that.
And when you give other teams more outs and opportunities, that's when you're really, and that's what Arkansas has made people pay for.
Especially a team that can hit home runs.
Yeah,
like
in
that.
past years. And you know, I heard Jay Johnson talking over the weekend at LSU. And just about how they're going to have to reevaluate everything they do in the offseason. What does fall baseball look like? What does summer ball look like? Or what do they do in the summer? And I don't know if that's true of Arkansas or if the roster just didn't fill out or they didn't get what they thought they were getting in the portal. But every year now it's a new adventure.
You know, I heard Jay Johnson say that. He kind of basically, you know, I won't say threw his team under the bus, but after the game Friday night, I guess it was, acknowledged they'd made some mistakes in the transfer portal. And, you know, I thought when he said it, I thought 1 of 2 things is going to happen over the rest of the weekend. His teams are going to fight, or he just threw in the towel. They got swept. Whatever he said Friday night didn't work. And so I don't think Arkansas is in that spot. LSU, I'm not going to say anything bad about their program. What they've done over the years speaks for itself. But I think LSU right now, this season, I think Arkansas is better than LSU. And Arkansas is not great in terms of what they've been. LSU's got some issues. And, you know, you're at a point right now where you got 12 conference games to go. I mean, do you want to throw in the towel? You know, do you want to just say, well, we're not as good as we usually are, so as a fan, I'm just going to throw in the towel? Fans have the luxury of doing that. You know, I look at what happened at LSU over the weekend. They're 6-12 in conference play right now, and their coach challenged his team after Friday night, and they didn't respond. So, you know, it's just interesting to watch coaches navigate through all this, because I don't know that Jay Johnson or Dave or really anybody out there, I don't know that you really have a grasp on the heart and soul of your team the way you once did as a coach, or at least I wonder that.
Yeah, I don't think Arkansas is in that situation.
No, I don't either.
I
don't
they'll
either.
Keep fighting, and I think we'll keep watching. I mean, they're 9-9 in the league, and they've got winnable series coming up, and I think they're still going to be in the postseason.
It's almost like Saturday to Saturday in football season now. I mean, your mood's going to just take a 180. Arkansas goes to Mizzou, wins 3 ball games. That's certainly a possibility. Or if they win the series, all of a sudden the world looks different.
And if they don't, we'll be sitting here wondering,
it looks different then, too.
I don't know. We're brought to you in part by First Security Bank, helping you bank better every day. Could be a home loan, could be a business checking account, a flex checking account for your family, to help your kids get a bank account started that's connected to your account that you can manage. Whatever it might be, First Security Bank has more convenient locations, local folks helping Arkansans every day, all in on local communities, community support, and helping you bank better. First Security Bank, member FDIC.
We got wackos, people. There are wackos everywhere. There are wackos everywhere.
I call them our bae. I mean, you call them wackos if you want.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Life is better with community banking from First Security, where personal connections make a difference every day. Families get bankers who know their names, know their needs, and love to help. Businesses work with responsive lenders who make fast local decisions that help build success. And communities thrive with First Security because our team is rooted here too.
Choose the power of personal. First Security. Bank better. fsbank.com, member FDIC.
Hey, it's Bo, and what if home meant waking up to bent grass fairways, mountain views, in a community that actually feels like one? Big Creek Golf and Country Club in Mountain Home, Arkansas has just released brand new home sites right on the golf course. The first new construction in 20 years. These are premium properties in a safe, welcoming community surrounded by the natural beauty of the Ozarks at a price that might surprise you. Go big and go home. Visit BigCreekGolf.com today. That's BigCreekGolf.com. Chuck has thoughts. I want to have some coffee and let you guys roll for a while. This is going to be good.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
So Bart was taking a little bit of a break from fixing, technical things while you're on the road. And meaning you're not here and you don't have anything to fix. And it was going well until I had an email issue with my inbox.
Yeah.
And, I'm getting texts like, oh, your inbox is full. And, I mean, even the media list, I'm getting, listserv emails. Hey, we're having a problem, from the University of Arkansas. We're having a problem with your email. And so, I did what anybody would do. Yeah, I'd spent about 10 seconds thinking about it. I said, hey, Bart, I got a problem. And Bart obviously jumped right on it, but it's pissed him off. I mean, he's angry.
I am angry.
He's upset.
Very upset.
This is a whole different Chevy of Fayetteville situation room situation.
What happened, Bart?
Well, I've successfully identified the problem, but because Microsoft is and Windows systems are frankly the worst. There appears to be no way to fix the problem, and instead you just get looped into here's how to fix this, and then you click on something and it's like, well, here's how to fix this, and then you click on it's just a circle. Like, I can't get to how to actually fix the thing. Instead, it's just like, here's a help article. Oh, by the way, would you like Copilot to help you with this? No, I don't want your stupid AI helping with this. I just want to fix the problem.
Well, what if you turned it over to AI?
It might my computer might explode.
Oaklawn and Hot Springs is where excitement, luxury, and nonstop action come together, all in one unforgettable destination. The Oaklawn Casino Resort features a 24/7 smoke-free casino with more than 1,500 slot machines, plus blackjack, craps, roulette, along with great dining, live entertainment, and energy that goes all night. When it comes time to relax, check into the luxury hotel, enjoy award-winning restaurants like the Bugler, and unwind at the Astral Spa, Arkansas's only Forbes 4-star rated spa. And it's the perfect escape with Hot Springs National Park and beautiful scenic lakes just minutes away. And for sports fans, Oaklawn Sportsbook keeps the action going year-round. Bet on football, basketball, baseball, golf, and more. Even international sports with easy deposits and withdrawals all through America's best sports betting app. Oaklawn is your Hot Springs escape. Plan your visit today at oaklawn.com.
When you're looking for tough, reliable equipment for people you trust, WT Equipment delivers. WT Equipment is a local, family-owned dealership with 8 locations across Arkansas, and they've built their reputation by carrying the brands you know and depend on. From Bobcat to New Holland, Hustler, and Steel, they have the equipment and implements to get the job done right. Whether you're tackling a big job or everyday work, WT Equipment offers a full lineup of Bobcat machines built for power and performance, including compact track loaders, skid steers, excavators, and more. Their lots are packed and ready to move with special deals you don't want to miss. Bobcat is the industry leader, tough, reliable, and built to handle any job you throw at it. Nobody does light construction or hay and forage better than WT Equipment. Backed by trusted service and support long after the sale. Stop by your nearest WT Equipment location today or log on to WTEquip.com. Tools you trust and people you know.
Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple. If you listen closely, you can actually hear society crumbling. If you listen closely,
You can.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Well, it's going to be a day of Bart, and we will take calls and text. Your chance to talk to Bart about what he did over the weekend on, it was Friday. Friday, we did the show at Big Creek, and he broke 90. And
the clutch putt.
You know, I was beginning to wonder, does anybody care? And it became clear that people cared. I mean,
it was the game of the day on Friday.
Yeah,
it was the game of the day, and people were paying attention.
How Bart's doing, the millions of people that viewed the updates on social media, called the pro shop.
That is incredible.
Came out there to watch, just
called the radio station.
Yes, they did. Are we leaving anybody out?
No. The mayor's office, Chamber of Commerce.
I'm sure it happened there.
They're all involved.
Have you heard? I mean, does anybody know how Bart's doing? That's what I heard.
What I observed after the round was people just asking repeatedly, how'd it go? Did you break 90? All day, like all evening. And Bart, I don't know. Did you want to just tell us how the post round went?
Yeah.
It was
you explain it. I mean, you were there.
Yeah, it was your story.
It was great. It was a celebratory experience. People were happy. People were jovial. There were a lot of congrats going around from people I knew and people I didn't know.
Well, that's what makes it nice, is when you don't know them.
It was a great environment. I felt like it kind of uplifted everybody.
Sure
and
the whole weekend, really.
The whole weekend.
Yeah.
Just changed the whole weekend.
Yeah.
Except for Razorback baseball, but the rest of it.
Well, I didn't have a baseball bat in my hand. Couldn't do anything about that.
No, you're right.
Couldn't do anything about that.
I mean, you couldn't pitch.
I couldn't pitch.
You can't break.
Well,
I might get somebody out.
I might not have done much worse, but I mean,
you could have set it up on the tee.
Yeah, but it was great, man. Like they've got such a cool environment and community there at Big Creek, and that's part of what makes it really
Bart.
fun.
Bart's found a pocket in the world where everyone loves him. You found it, Bart. That is your oasis right there. Mountain Home is where people love you the most.
I think the next time we do this, we have to have a Calcutta the night before.
I thought about that just moments ago. I thought we got to turn this into a 2-day event.
Buy scores, or, above 90, below 90.
There must be gambling if this is going to go to the next level.
Yeah,
I think there was gambling, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people owe me money. But I'm
talking about organized gambling.
Yeah, did Chuck and I owe you money?
We're not going to get into that.
Did we have $100 on the line for this? I know we talked about something on Friday. That was a long time ago. I don't know exactly.
I don't know what.
I'll just put it this way: Venmo was active on Friday afternoon.
Oh yeah,
with
100%.
money changing
Chuck,
hands.
did you make money or lose money on my round of golf?
I made money, Bart.
Yeah.
There was never a doubt in my mind.
Yeah, are you sure?
Well, fairly.
So, what'd you learn about yourself out there? What'd you find out about yourself? And I can only imagine where this is going.
Well, that sometimes you gotta dig deep and fight your way out of a situation. Backs against the wall, and you've got to step it up.
Got to grind it out.
You've got to, and sometimes you got to figure out that you have that ability to do that, to step it up and take your game to the next level, so to speak, and make winning plays. And so, it's nice to know that, or be reminded that I can do that. That I can step up and hit some shots when it matters.
I have a golf question. At what point down the stretch did you really feel like, I can do this? I mean, was there a moment, did you hit a shot where you thought to yourself, where everything kind of crystallized?
I thought I was hitting the
and
ball.
You realized you were going to do it.
I thought I was hitting the ball pretty well on the second 9 of the day, the front 9 there at Big Creek. That drive when I came out on number 1, ninth hole or 10th hole of the day was, I thought that was critical for building a little bit of confidence, and I thought I hit the ball fairly well. I didn't make enough putts I mean, Bo, you were there. I had a number of putts that lipped out or burned the edge, on that front nine especially. So, but about midway through that part of the second nine,
I knew something clicked because it sounds like the front nine didn't go well.
I'm going to have a chance.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a chance.
I'm going to have a chance. Well, that's all you really ask for.
Just
to get to the
keep
18th tee box with a chance.
Fairway, middle of the green, 2-putt, par, that sort of thing. Number 9, which was the last hole of the day. Off the tee, it doesn't really suit my eye because I play the ball from left to right, and it really wants you to hit the ball from right to left. Right. And there's a big bunker. It's a tough hole. It's a great golf hole. But I managed to find the fairway, but just laid up. Was way too back and probably made it a little tougher than it needed to be. But we fought through it.
When you were standing over that last putt, what were now that you can be just completely transparent with us? What was going through your mind? Did you think about what if I don't make this, if I shoot 90 on the dot again? Was any of that? No. I know that's what everybody else was thinking about. What were you thinking about?
No, I was thinking this is outside the hole, just outside the hole right. I'm gonna drill it. That was the thought. You'll actually, I don't know if you'll be able to see this. I think you will be in the video. But as I'm standing over the putt, I almost started laughing because I knew I was gonna make it.
You were standing over the putt, and I started laughing.
I knew I was gonna make it. Yeah. I knew I was going to make it. There wasn't any doubt in my mind. I was like, I know the read. I know what this is doing. Yeah. I know I'm going to execute the putt. It's going in the hole.
Yeah. Yeah.
Game over.
And did you at that point?
I was smiling as I hit the putt.
Were you smiling because you envisioned what was going to happen after you made the putt? All the celebration.
No, it was more just like I knew, like it was funny to me. Like I knew, like I backed off with the wind gusted up and when I kind of like refocused and everything, I was like, I got this.
See, I thought you might be doing that for effect. I thought you might be backing away. I mean, look, you know.
No, it was a big.
I mean, when the cameras are rolling, but I just
make sure they were in position.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure you. I've always given everybody time, and
did make sure everybody was there. Yeah, anybody else need to get out here?
Yeah,
anybody's just straggling. We got any stragglers?
Were you able to hear the murmur from the people around the green, or were you just like locked in?
I was pretty much locked in.
Were you? Yeah, you didn't notice all that?
It was also like the wind was gusting, so that kind of cut down on any noise.
You could hear
had you practiced the fist pump in the mirror previous?
No.
It looked
that was all natural reaction.
That was all natural.
Pure emotion.
Okay.
That was all pure emotion.
Well, I mean, there were video cameras everywhere.
I've never fist bumped like that on ever.
Well, there were video cameras everywhere. I am waiting on the super slow-mo shot. I want to catch every ounce of your emotion as you just released it right there for everyone to see.
It was a cathartic moment.
Well, I could tell.
It's April 20th. It's Celebrate Bart Day. It's also 420 Day.
I just got that a minute ago. It is April 20th.
Yeah. You can look that up if you need help with that. 647, Chuck and Bo Show. Good morning. Dale, good morning. You're on the Chuck and Bo Show.
Oh, my gosh. I'm finally on.
You're on.
I've been listening to you guys forever. You guys are awesome.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Great people, great prices, and plenty to pick from. You get it all at Fayetteville Auto Parts. Acuras, Chevys, Hondas, Toyotas, even a collision center, all at one location. Shop new, used, and certified pre-owned. Plus, Fayetteville Auto Park has hundreds of new and pre-owned automobiles with big discounts starting at under $30,000. Shop our complete selection online at FayettevilleAutopark.com. That's FayettevilleAutopark.com.
If you haven't tried a flight by Yuengling, you're missing out on the great taste of Yuengling that is a light beer. It's the next generation of light beer. Get it on draft, in the can, the new skinny cans, and now the new 16-ounce resealable twist-off aluminum bottle. Perfect for any occasion. It's just 95 calories, and you're still enjoying a Yuengling. Take your beer game to new heights with Flight by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer.
We talk a lot about Weichert Realtors, the Griffin Company, because our experience has been great. And Bo, you're going through it again right now.
For the second time. My son's a first-time home buyer. Him and his wife got a beautiful home. And for me, I just turned it over to them. They gave me a few things to sign, and it took all the work off my plate. And I just sit back and watch it happen.
That's what happens when you deal with a trained real estate professional. And that's what they are at Weichert Realtors, the Griffin Company. They've been turning houses into homes since 1978, and you can log on to WeichertGriffin.com.
Arkansas fans know that some things are just timeless, like a spring afternoon at Baum Walker or the roar you only hear at Bud Walton. Our friends at Blakeman's Fine Jewelry believe your milestone should be just as enduring as the Razorback spirit. They've spent over 35 years helping fans celebrate their big moments right here in Northwest Arkansas. Whether you're marking a graduation, an anniversary, or just a big Saturday in the SEC, let their teams help you find that perfect piece. This spring, go big, go bold, and go to Blakeman's in the heart of Pinnacle Hills.
People were so excited about just our showing up when we said we're going to show up, calling them back. When we gave them a price, the price didn't change throughout the job. The price was what the price was. And so that experience that I've got in the years that I've been in customer service has taught me that if you could just keep your word, people will keep coming back.
It's what Clay Maxey and the people of Teamwork Roofing and Construction are all about. Learn more at teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality, powered by teamwork. When it comes to sports and work, we all understand preparation, performance, and recovery. And that's exactly how the Sweat No Edge works. I'm in the program myself. I've told you about it before. It's designed for men who want to stay competitive as they age with hormone therapy for low testosterone, peptide therapy, metabolic testing, in-body scans, weight loss, and so much more. If you want to feel like you once did, get the free consultation. Log on to sweatnumcosmetic.com or just search the Sweat No Edge. This is not interesting. It's just interesting to us.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Paschal Air, Plumbing, and Electric is here to help you lighten the load. This new year, enjoy no payments and no interest on all home repairs and replacements. Whether it's fixing that stubborn plumbing issue, replacing an aging heating and air system, or upgrading your electrical, our Paschal pros are here to keep your home running smoothly and stress-free. Visit gopaschal.com today to schedule your service.
And Razorback fans, we've got exciting news. Paschal is now proud to be the official air, plumbing, and electric provider of the Arkansas Razorbacks.
Hey, it's Bo, and I had no idea how little I knew about insurance until my man James Boyette of State Farm started telling me. For over a decade, he's been delivering real value, not just the lowest price. That means helping customers find the right coverage for their life with personalized plans that evolve as life changes. Serving all of Arkansas and Missouri. If you're looking for a true insurance partner, auto, home, life, whatever you need, go to JamesBoyett.com.
Great people, great prices, and plenty to pick from. You get it all at Fayetteville Auto Park. Acura, Chevys, Hondas, Toyotas, even a collision center, all at one location. Shop new, used, and certified pre-owned. Plus, Fayetteville Auto Park has hundreds of new and pre-owned automobiles with big discounts starting at under $30,000. Shop our complete selection online at FayettevilleAutopark.com. That's FayettevilleAutopark.com.
Distribution Solutions Incorporated.
You're not a number here. It's a family atmosphere, and you don't know who you are, don't know who your kids are, your family is.
DSI knows drivers by name. They're about their people. It feels more like a family than a job, and they know home time matters.
We preach home time, and in essence, that's probably our biggest attribute is just the family atmosphere and knowing our drivers the way we do.
If you're a driver, check out their website, drivedsi.com. All the benefits, all the vacation time, and that home time that matters.
Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple. You know, I did remind myself yesterday, nobody held a gun to your head and made you do this.
That's good self.
I had a little self-talk yesterday.
I didn't know you had those.
They're generally brief. Yeah, we don't get too deep, but every once in a while they do happen.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Clay Henry coming up at the top of the hour. He will relive every glorious moment with us as we look back on Bart busting 90 over at Big Creek Friday. Hey, let me talk about Weichert Realtors, the Griffin Company, just for a moment. If you are buying or selling a home, that's the name you need to remember. I promise you, if you'll call them, they'll take care of everything else. Bo found this out. I've known this for a while, and anyone that's dealt with him finds this out. That's the best part. They'll do a lot of the work for you. I mean, and that's why it happens so quickly. If you're buying a home, they're going to help you find your dream home. You're going to tell them what you want, and they're going to help you find it. If you are selling your home, as Bo found out, it happens fast. They'll move your house. They understand that it's probably the most money you're ever going to spend, and they're going to treat it that way, every transaction. Real estate professionals. They've been doing it since 1978, turning houses into homes, and you can log on to WikerGriffin.com.
Yes, sir. Arthur, quickly, what's going on, my man?
Who?
Yeah, you're up. What's up?
I called it, didn't I?
You
On
did.
Friday, I said, I said I got a feeling he's going to do it, and yeah, and that's how it went down. You just can't, you can't always. Sometimes you can't always argue with your gut. It's just the way it is. And so, Bart, here's another little piece of advice. Remember, don't bring yourself to the first 2 dates. If you get to date number 3, it's pretty much like a first and goal inside the 10. A touchdown's better than a field goal, but don't turn the ball over and lose the game. So I got to get back to work, but I had to call in because of Bart breaking 90. You guys have a great day, and I'll catch up again with you on Friday.
Thank you. Well, how about that?
Supervisor
Arthur
coming
calling
in.
I don't know. I'm not sure I followed all
I
that.
didn't get the analogy.
I didn't follow all that. Did he say don't bring yourself to the first 2 dates?
Yeah.
Don't let them know who you really are.
Yeah. I didn't really understand all that either.
Until, you've built, I don't know, a 2-date relationship and then give them yourself.
Then reveal
and this
yourself.
is really me.
Yeah.
Arthur, you must not know Bart.
Oh,
There's only one speed,
Bart.
and it's always on, and it's always the same, and it's always just Bart.
Haskell Air, Plumbing, and Electric is here to help you lighten the load. This new year, enjoy no payments and no interest on all home repairs and replacements. Whether it's fixing that stubborn plumbing issue, replacing an aging heating and air system, or upgrading your electrical, our Pascal pros are here to keep your home running smoothly and stress-free. Visit gopascal.com today to schedule your service.
And Razorback fans, we've got exciting news. Pascal is now proud to be the official air, plumbing, and electric provider of the Arkansas Razorbacks.
With Arkansas baseball, softball, and basketball seasons in full swing, there's no better place to catch all the action than Walk On Sports Bistro. With more than 60 TVs at every location, you won't miss a single play. Enjoy mouth-watering Louisiana favorites like po' boys and gumbo, plus the best burgers, craft beers, and cocktails that keep fans coming back. It's incredible food and a game day atmosphere like none other. With 5 locations across Arkansas, it's Walk On Sports Bistro. We live for this.
This is Chuck Barrett, and I'm so glad I chose McDonald Eye Associates for my recent cataract surgery. They took great care of me. You have to have good vision to be the voice of the Razorbacks, and I'm glad I trusted my eyes to McDonald Eye. I learned patients of all ages have a lot of options when it comes to modern surgery to reduce or even eliminate your eyeglasses. They've been taking care of patients for over 50 years, and that says a lot. So for your best vision, trust McDonald Eye. Online and same-day appointments at McDonaldEye.com.
Interviews, highlights, behind-the-scenes access, and so much more. Varsity Vibe is your go-to for high school athletics in Arkansas. Learn the stories of coaches and players in our Varsity Vibe podcast. See the biggest plays and the best performances highlighted on our social media platforms. And if newsletters are more your style, we've got that too. High school sports at your fingertips. Varsity Vibe, elevating the game.
Donuts, Red Bull, and lottery tickets. I mean, how could you want anything
Courtesy
more?
of the Chuck and Bo Show.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Arkansas fans know that some things are just timeless, like a spring afternoon at Baum Walker or the roar you only hear at Bud Walton. Our friends at Blakeman's Fine Jewelry believe your milestone should be just as enduring as the Razorback spirit. They've spent over 35 years helping fans celebrate their big moments right here in Northwest Arkansas. Whether you're marking a graduation, an anniversary, or just a big Saturday in the SEC, let their teams help you find that perfect piece. This spring, go big, go bold, and go to Blakeman's in the heart of Pinnacle Hill. Hills.
We talk a lot about Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, because our experience has been great. And Bo, you're going through it again right now.
For the second time. My son's a first-time home buyer. Him and his wife got a beautiful home. And for me, I just turned it over to them. They gave me a few things to sign, and it took all the work off my plate. And I just sit back and watch it happen.
That's what happens when you deal with a trained real estate professional. And that's what they are at Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company. They've been turning houses into homes since 1978, and you can log on to WeicherGriffin.com.
At First Security Bank, banking isn't one size fits all. It's personal because everyone's financial journey looks a little different. From managing day-to-day spending, to running a small business, to helping your kids learn more smart money habits, or taking that big step toward buying a home. At First Security, you get the services you expect, the technology you need, and the real support of local people who live here, know the community, and take the time to understand what you're trying to accomplish. Life moves fast, and having a bank that moves with you makes a difference. Whether you prefer stopping by a branch, banking on the app, or picking up the phone to talk with someone who actually knows your name, First Security is there. They offer smart tools like mobile banking, bill pay, and mobile check deposit, along with thoughtful solutions like flex banking for kids, checking built for small businesses, and local mortgage lenders who guide you through the home buying process. Choose the power of personal. Bank better at First Security. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. I still think there's a right way to do things, and money has become part of this equation. But if you go back to the right way to do things, I recruit you. We have a great system. You want to be a part of this system. You want to go here, improve your game. While you're here, we're going to win. We're going to put some other guys that are like-minded with you. We're going to create some connectivity, some chemistry, but we're all on the same page here to try to develop you for what you eventually want to become, okay? That whole thing, to me, is still at the core of the foundation of how you're going to build a successful program. We've added money into that equation, and I get that, and you've got to play that game to a certain extent. But when it becomes more about the money than it becomes about that, I think that's where it all gets screwed up for programs and players.
There's only 4 or 5 programs, though, that have that luxury. Fortunately for us, we're one of them. A program like Miami, they don't necessarily have that luxury. They're chasing. Program like Louisville, they're chasing.
I think Kentucky's been chasing a little bit. Since
they have been chasing.
I'm not trying to pick on them in this.
No, they've been chasing
case.
some. They've been chasing.
But I think what was interesting about that whole deal is they went and hired Mark Pope, but then they tried to make up the difference between Pope and Cal and act like they were the same by spending money on players. And look, they weren't terrible. I mean, they had a formidable roster. But I just think there's really something to, you're right, I agree 100% with what you're saying, Chuck. There's really something to, though, when it becomes about that money, it becomes about something different than you really need in your organization to win.
Because you've overpaid for it. I mean, that's the thing that, I mean, we can talk about this till 10 o'clock in the morning, but that's the part that drives me nuts about the transfer portal. People say, well, you got to have money. You got to have money. Yeah, you do. But at some point, let's spend our money wisely.
Never miss a moment of the Chuck and Bo Show on demand, driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Watch us on YouTube, Twitter, every weekday, or stream the podcast version of the show on Spotify or Apple. Just search for the Chuck and Bo Show.
Previously heard on Chuck and Bo.
Think about this, Chuck. Think about, like, this show's free. You don't have to subscribe to it. But imagine if this was the Chuck and Bo Show. If you were listening to the show and you wanted to cancel it, like you're done listening to us.
I hate that.
But there's no way to ever turn your radio off or get it off the Chuck and Bo Show. How maddening would that be that every time you get in your car, you can't adjust the volume and you can't change the show?
Well, you'd start walking.
Can't turn it off.
We would be a healthier society.
Bo Show.
I would resist the urge to drink this morning.
Stop. I'm done.
You said a lot of good things there.
Well, I don't know if I said one good thing.
I met a guy last night, love y'all to death, Jeff.
You mind if I share?
I'm looking forward to it.
The show of record for Razorback fans.
I'm at my Sunday school, and first thing he says when we hop in the car, he says, "What's heard on the Chuck and Bo Show?"
It's too early for this kind of conversation. I'm still happy.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
Still the talk of the town. Bart broke 90 on Friday.
A smooth 89.
A smooth 89. And, you know, from the outside looking in, it kind of looked like, well, Bart's in a similar spot to what he was in the first time around. He's got to make a putt to break 90. Well, the last time it didn't go. This time it went. Bart shot 89. It was a glorious moment.
Clay spent a bunch of time out there.
He did.
He made it as long as he could until it just got too boring. And he was a trooper, hit the ceremonial first tee shot. And just, was out there following Bart around. And then I think there came a point, and I checked out. I mean, I was playing, in the group with Bart, and I checked out. I mean, 3 or 4 holes, I couldn't even.
You're focused on your own game.
Well, I just decided, I couldn't live and die on every shot anymore.
Yeah.
It was just, and I just.
That's why I left.
Resolved,
it was just too nerve-wracking. I just couldn't handle that
pressure. I resolved myself to the fact that it wasn't going to happen, and I began to think about how we were going to ease the pain for Bart after the round. And then somehow it happened. Clay's with us now, and Hall of Famer Clay Henry, WholeHogSports.com. You can read him there. We may get into some baseball and some spring football. We talked about that a little bit on Friday, but Clay, it's your floor. What were your thoughts? It's your club. You're there often when you're feeling, healthy and swinging the club. What'd you think of what you saw out of Bart?
Well, I didn't see the back nine. The score he made on number 9, which was actually the 18th hole. He played
right.
He played. I'm going to talk. We call it the back nine at our club.
Yeah,
Augusta
that's
National
right.
is second nine.
Yeah. He started on the second nine.
Yeah, and he was doing just fine, just like last year. And I thought, okay, I'm putting too much pressure on him by being here. I need to leave.
He's trying to please Clay.
Well, during his range session,
he would look at
Bart's
Clay after
range
every
session,
shot.
Clay just went down there and stood behind him and just watched his range session. And I told Clay, you got to get out of here. It's like Tiger standing right behind you. He said, I'm not saying a word. I said, he can feel your presence.
I did walk down there. I tried to ease the, good shot, Bart. You got this. You got this. Like a little confidence. Like the last thing your caddy says, I really like that.
Shut up. Would you shut up?
Yeah. You were going for that. I get it. But you left after the quadruple.
Is that what it was?
Well, what is it? Is it a quintuple?
It was a quintuple.
Quintuple bogey.
Yeah, it was. I just called it. I called it a 9.
Yeah, it was a 9.
I mean, but he, he hasn't played the course enough. There's some little quirky things that you just can't do in the 18th hole. You have to be right off that tee. There's no penalty over there like there is to the left, and it looks like you go straight at the hole. Well, no, it's a dogleg. You play out to the right, and that won't ever happen to him again because he knows that now. I mean, he had a good drive, except he took the wrong angle and it's out of bounds. And
wrong angle and bang, it's out of bounds.
Play to cut, and hit it straight. That's the bottom line.
But you took trouble into play, and then the next thing you know, you had a 9. And then the next thing we all knew is the energy was low. And of course, Bart said this.
And morale is low.
See, I thought it was over right there, Clay. I thought it was over, but he regrouped.
Low.
Oh,
yeah, I thought it was over. That's why I left. I mean, it's like I don't need to be watching 9s.
I got better things to do than watch back.
Well, Edward, just before I left, Edwards is like, would you make a comment on his first 9?
Did you make a comment? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, well, it didn't make it. It didn't make it. I don't think it made the cut.
It might.
It might.
Yeah, we got a lot of production work to do, Clay. I've got the interview.
Okay.
It was a good interview.
Yeah. Well, I just said I liked his short game, and I think that when you haven't played a lot, that's usually the toughest thing to find. You might hit some good shots, but you don't have a short game. Well, I saw him get it up and down from several places, so I had hope for him because that's getting in the hole is when you don't play golf every day with a scorecard and a pencil and have to record a score. When somebody hands you that scorecard and says, put them all out, big boy.
Count every shot.
Yeah, it ain't fun. It's that is the pressure is intense. But what I saw was that he didn't have any trouble with that. So if he finally hit some good shots on the back nine, I understand, and played. Though I think the toughest stretches are 7, 8, 9, and he brought it home. So I'm proud of him.
Yeah, he did finish on the toughest 3 holes. He had to make one par. He could do no more than 2 over on the last 3 holes.
And I would say there's not very many people that you could take out there and say, you got to play these holes 2 over or you're a failure. And that's what he was facing.
And people are going to be around the green on 18 watching.
I wished I would have there and could have bought him his drink of choice because he deserves it.
Oh, listen to that.
Yeah, that's
tip
high
of the
praise
cap.
right there.
That's a
That's
tip of the
high
cap. Now,
praise.
Clay's in what I would call an integrity golfer. Like,
Yeah.
it's about you play it down, you play it by the rules. Not a breakfast ball. There's, you're not.
You're
hitting
playing,
another
not
shot.
practicing.
And I know we're having fun with this, and we have for a long time, and we're about
And
over
we'll
it.
continue to.
And we're about over it. But I will say,
It's cool.
I will say that it's when people say things like, "Oh, I could do that," and this is how the whole thing started with Bart.
That's right.
Saying he could break 100 at Oakmont or at Augusta, and we're just like, no way. Let's just start trying to break 90 at some court. And Big Creek was the first to offer. We've had many others offer. They were the first one. But when you hear this conversation, you think you can go out there and just play, and you could do it because you've broken 90 when you're out there playing with your buddies. This is an entirely different deal.
That's what I'm saying.
The pressure, all the people watching, everything's on the line. We've been
You're mic'd up.
Yep, you got cameras. What a lot of people would just fold. Not Bart. He wants the moment.
He embraced the moment.
He's like, can we get
He
another
embraced
camera
it.
here?
Yeah, I don't think we got enough cameras.
We don't have enough.
We need more people around.
He
the
also dealt with wind, and it was a little windy that day. It was kind of windy all weekend.
Yeah. And I thought it was fun, and I wish I could have stayed for the end of it. But
you had to you had to take a nap. I mean,
It was encroaching on nap time.
I mean, it was a 5.5 hour round, Clay. I mean,
I know it was.
Listen,
Well,
I'll also say, like, none of us are going out to watch other people play golf that aren't PGA professionals. Like, if I'm going to watch you play, I think I would rather be playing. I'm not going to watch you.
I do have a funny story. I was in the middle of that 9. I was pretty close to Bart. I was just like, well, what's going to happen here? I mean, he's kind of falling apart. And then he comes back to the cart and looks at me and he goes, that's on me. And I was like, well, who else would it be? There's nobody else that hit these shots. It's on me.
That was
Bart,
not the
that's
course's
quote
fault.
of the day. It's on me.
Yeah, that's not the course's fault. It's my fault. That one's on me.
Well, at least I'm honest.
That's great. Well, Clay, I'll tell you, Georgia hit almost as many home runs as Bart.
90. They almost broke 90.
Bart did. What's happening here, Clay? Razorback baseball.
Well,
people were talking
yeah.
about it. They're wondering about it.
Yeah, they ran into a team that's loaded with power hitters on a day the wind was blowing out. They hit some of the same balls the previous 2 days, and what they scored 3 and 6, total of 9. In 18 innings. So the wind really was a big factor, and I think the Arkansas did pretty well against the first place team. The disappointment, and that's the same word that Dave Van Horn used, were the 6 errors. And let's be honest, there could have been, from what I saw, there were 3 or 4 more misplays where they made the wrong play. So their defense, I mean, it could have been a 15-14 game.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Georgia's probably still going to win.
Yeah. Thoughts on just the rest of the way? I mean, concerns about the team. They won
If they play
6
Georgia
straight.
again, if they play Georgia
if they
again,
play
I mean,
Georgia
it's like they're the schedule is favorable going forward. They could kind of get healthy this weekend. But there is a little pressure this weekend. You have to do it against Missouri. The pressure's on you. They're the ones that not supposed to win a game, and they are better too. They're just they're more competitive. But this is a weekend where you jump ahead of get above 500 and stay there the rest of the way, and they'll be in postseason play. Then anything can happen, and then pressure kind of returns to teams like Georgia that they're supposed to go to Omaha. They got an Omaha team. Without question, they have the pitching and the hitting to win at Omaha, like what I saw of their team.
So that was a tough weekend. The softball team went to Oklahoma, got a win, big win there. Thoughts on Courtney Dife? Have you got to see these guys at all this year?
Watched them on TV. I haven't seen them in person. They are a team that, as Patty Gasso said, can go to Oklahoma City and play in the women's, College World Series. They've got that kind of talent. They competed toe-to-toe 2 games. They could have won the series. I think it was an 8-7 game on Friday.
Yep.
That's a good result for them. You don't like to, just like the baseball team, you don't like to finish with that ugly loss at the end, but they were competitive with the nation's premier program for the first 2 games on the road, broke their home winning streak. It was 31 games. So I think that's a significant weekend for her team. They just the momentum just seems to keep creeping forward over the last few years that they're going to get it done.
By the way, going back to baseball for a second, I was just looking this up. I thought it was tomorrow. Missouri State's coming in, Baum Walker Stadium. Tomorrow night. And they're pretty potent offensively, as Arkansas found out in Springfield. And so they don't have a lot of time to hang their heads.
I hope the wind's not blowing out tomorrow night.
Well, the wind was blowing out at Springfield that night, too.
Yeah, it was.
So, anyhow, they got that.
It'll be a competitive game, and they'll have to play well to win.
Yeah,
got to improve that defense.
And then it's another Thursday, Friday, Saturday series in Columbia at Missouri. All right, Clay, we talked about spring football a little bit on Friday. You were at practice the other day, and I'm sure you've seen the reports coming out over the weekend, the goal line competition, and it seems like they certainly now what they have and when they get out there and play, we'll see. But it certainly seems that Ryan Silverfield understands you got to be physical up front on both sides of the ball in this league.
The toughness factor, it looks like what he was going for with some of those drills that I watched, and you're trying to see what guys you're trying to learn your roster, who's going to compete when it's tough. And you need to do some things. You can't scrimmage every day, 150 plays. But every once in a while you stick something in like that goal line session where you see what you got. I was pleased with the number overall of linemen that could run. And that's all I could tell because they didn't scrimmage. But the physical intensity was there. And so far, I think they've done a lot of things right. We don't know if they can make adjustments at halftime in these big games that are going to be played in September. And let's be honest that they need to win a couple of those games in September just to get some confidence. And they're not easy games, any of them.
Yeah, that's true. That's the thing. It always comes back to the schedule in football. I mean, you got North Alabama, at Utah, Georgia, Tulsa. That's your September.
Tulsa will be competitive. Yeah, you're supposed to beat them, but they'll be competitive.
Yeah,
that'll be a big game.
You got to figure out a way to win 2 of those games, maybe 3. North Alabama, Tulsa. Can you figure out a way to win at Utah?
Utah's got some new players.
When you look at that on the schedule, you're just like, why in the world? That's all you want to ask is why in the world is at Utah on the Arkansas football schedule?
Yeah.
Why in the world?
Yeah.
I mean, and if you're the coach, that's definitely what you're asking.
Yeah. Clay, and we're kind of doing it right now, and I admit I'm scrolling on my phone looking at the schedule right now. We start talking about Razorback football. We do this a lot. The hope for improvement, new staff, new things to pay attention to. I think they got a chance to be better. They can't be any worse. You hear people say that. And then you look at the schedule. I mean, we're sitting here talking about September. Let's just fast forward. At A&M, Tennessee, at Vanderbilt, Missouri. That's your October. And then your November, you go to Auburn, South Carolina, and then at Texas and LSU to close. I mean, it's that's the sobering part of talking football for me. Is when you got to start really looking at that schedule, trying to figure out where you're going to win the games.
I did that. and that's why I said September is important.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Because that October is nasty. But you know what? I've seen other times where Arkansas got it done. I don't think anybody thought Houston Nutt's first year was going to be,
you're right,
a role like they had. So it can happen, and we just don't know enough about everyone's roster, who's going to be able to figure it out.
Yeah.
Everybody starts over every year. It's just like basketball, except there's more guys to plug in. Now, I think I know what Georgia's going to bring to town.
Yeah.
I got a pretty good feel of that. I think, but the real head scratcher is Utah. Their coach left, and they're rebuilding. Well, what will they be like? Well, they've always been a tough, physical, intense team. Will they be that under this new coach? What will Ryan Silverfield be? There's just so many unknowns about.
That'll be an interesting game for sure. We're both sides will learn a lot. I
like talking football. Someone asked me this weekend, is Arkansas a football school or what? And I said, it's still a football school. It's a football league. It is. And I get more questions during the off season about football than I do any other sport, even in basketball and baseball.
It's not about what you win at. It's about what the most people care about. That's the school you are, and people still care the most about football here.
Except for Kentucky. If you're in the SEC, you're a football school.
Yeah.
You just are.
Yeah. Spring game is Saturday. Clay, thank you. WholeHogSports.com. You can read them there. The great Clay Henry, everyone. Thank you so much, buddy.
Thank you, Clay.
Congrats to Bart. Way to go, Bart.
Congrats to Bart. He's basking in the glow of an 89.
What a glow it is.
It is. It is. Hey, the Breakfast Fund here at the Chuck and Bo Show is brought to you by Pro Land Title. We do appreciate the nutrition that they provide us on a regular basis. And they can provide you so much more than that. Our Kitsall natives that live and work right here in the communities that we live in. They've got 45 offices here in Arkansas, independently owned, not owned by a mortgage company, law firm, or real estate firm. They have the unique ability to put clients first and say yes to transactions some others may not be able to because of their relationships with the huge range of national underwriters. Pro Land Title. ProLandTitle.com. Cheer for the pigs. Close with the pros.
Let's just be frank. There's been some football games the last few years that have driven people to drinking.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Great people, great prices, and plenty to pick from. You got it all at Fayetteville Auto Park. Acuras, Chevys, Hondas, Toyotas, even a collision center, all at one location. Shop new, used, and certified pre-owned. Plus, Fayetteville Auto Park has hundreds of new and pre-owned automobiles with big discounts starting at under $30,000. Shop our complete selection online at FayettevilleAutopark.com. That's FayettevilleAutopark.com. We talk a lot about Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, because our experience has been great. And, Bo, you're going through it again right now.
For the second time. My son's a first-time home buyer. Him and his wife got a beautiful home. And for me, I just turned it over to them. They gave me a few things to sign, and it took all the work off my plate. And I just sit back and watch it happen.
That's what happens when you deal with a trained real estate professional. And that's what they are at Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company. They've been turning houses into homes since 1978, and you can log on to WeicherGriffin.com.
Life is better with community banking from First Security, where personal connections make a difference every day. Families get bankers who know their names, know their needs, and love to help. Businesses work with responsive lenders who make fast local decisions that help build success. And communities thrive with First Security because our team is rooted here too. Choose the power of personal. First Security. Bank better. FSBank.com, member FDIC.
Fine jewelry is about more than just a beautiful piece. It's about the experience of finding it. As the official jeweler of the Arkansas Razorbacks, Blakeman's has been Northwest Arkansas's trusted destination for exceptional jewelry, providing our community with over 35 years of personalized service, world-class diamonds, and crafted custom pieces. Discover the difference of a true luxury experience at Blakeman's Fine Jewelry in Rogers. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry, where Arkansas gets engaged.
He's Chuck Barrett. He's Bo Mattingly.
The Chuck and Bo Show. Customer service is a buzzword. People just throw it out there. What is it to you?
Showing up when you say you're going to show up, returning phone calls, providing the service that you promised to provide. Because, I mean, if we're all asking to get paid for what we're doing, we need to do what we're getting paid for. And do it with a good attitude and being responsible, not only responsible to show up, but responsible to the relationship.
A relationship you can count on from Clay Maxey and the folks at Teamwork Roofing and Construction. TeamworkBuilt.com. Built on quality, powered by teamwork. All right, it's officially tax season, and your local H&R Block is ready to knock it out with you. You can just walk in or grab an appointment, and you're getting 100% accuracy in your max refund or your money back. That's real people right here in your neighborhood, helping you get it done the right way. Not just now, but year-round. H&R Block. Walk in or book an appointment today.
Flight by Yingling is the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. PG Yingling & Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
For over 25 years, Pro Land Title has been making title insurance easy for Arkansas families. Founded right here in Arkansas with over 45 offices statewide, their team of title insurance veterans will work alongside you, your realtor, and your loan officer every step of the way. They're independently owned, so the only priority is you. Their relationships with national underwriters allow them to say yes when others can't. Cheer for the pigs, close with the pros. Visit ProLandTitle.com and get a quote today. The Chuck and Bo Show on demand is driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Catch up on all 3 hours with the podcast version on Spotify and Apple. Just search for The Chuck and Bo Show.
I'll tell you one thing, but listen, what a great show. The best sports show in the state is, no doubt, the Chuck and Bo Show. No doubt about it.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Not a lot of news in the portal. I think this is a slow process to some extent. You'll see a player here and there, but there's a lot of conversations being had. DJ Wagner, I did see, is going to Maryland.
Yeah. I don't know what the connection is there. There's obviously a connection somewhere, but yeah, he's going there. Carter's going to Louisville, and I guess that's it. Seeley's coming back. Paolo announced he's coming back. So that kind of answers the question. People have wondered, well, is he going to play? You know, does he figure into their plans after redshirting this year? And it looks like a definite maybe. I'll put it that way. He is going to be back. So, but, you know, there may be another, you know, what I'd call big move. There may be another one or two. But you know, there may not be more than one or two too. You know, I mean, we'll just have to see. They got a lot coming back. I want to know what Malik Thomas is going to do.
Yep.
You know, ultimately,
Absolutely.
you have to know what's going to happen there.
Absolutely going to go through the
portal
draft
closes
process.
today.
Does it?
Yeah, the portal
All right.
closes today. So today's
And
the
all
last
that
day
means-
to get into
Yeah,
the portal.
yeah. You can still sign them after
Yeah.
today. You just
I
if you're
just
going
say
in.
that as
That's a
a
good
means
point.
to say
Yeah.
that like we'll probably start hearing some more
Yeah.
things in the very near future would be my guess.
Yeah, if you had any thoughts of going somewhere else, you got to get in the portal. There, and there's probably not going to be like some late rush into the portal here. I don't think it'll change much here in the last day. But then when do we, start getting players? When do you start seeing who's coming? And I think for Cal, particularly, and really other schools that, like I saw where Braylon Mullins, the UConn freshman who had a great postseason, is a projected first-round pick, and it looks like he's going to stay at UConn. But there are going to be many others like Malik Thomas who go through the draft process, and you don't know for a while if they're going to decide to stay in or to come out. And so we'll know a lot more at the end of May, but this is just going to take time. It's a little bit of a process. I know Arkansas had another big guy on campus over the weekend. And they're still, having visits and conversations, but you're still figuring out what you have and then what your needs are and what you can get and then what you want.
And there are a lot of really talented players in the portal right now. Yeah, there have been a couple of big names that have announced their destination, But by and large, there are a lot of really good players who are out there.
Yeah, there are. And you know, I always wonder about, you know, the international players that are out there. You know, what do you do in that regard? You know, is there going to be one or two that come in at the end that we've, you know, you obviously never heard of, but they turn out to be pretty good players? I don't know.
And by the way, Arkansas's already brought in a really good player in Jeremiah Wilkinson.
Yeah.
So, you know, like,
no, that's a great get.
There's more to come. But he's a great player.
I'll bet we see something, you know, maybe like you're saying, with the portal closing, it wouldn't be surprising to see something happen this week, you know, toward the latter part of the week.
Yeah, it's any day. I mean,
Right.
you just don't know when. But again, it's a process, and I think what I want people to understand is that there's no panic here. There's no, oh, I'm not getting news, or we're not hearing anything, so it must not be going well. You're seeing just a drip right now in terms of portal commitments and signees. It's not like there's a whole bunch of them across the country that you're hearing about every day.
There are still some like newcomers out there too. So, some guys who would be freshmen this year, who Arkansas is very much involved with. So there might be further additions in that regard as well. So
excuse me,
that can happen.
I think it's really important to be thorough too in all of this. I mean, let's take an honest look at this past season. Was Pringle everything that they thought he was going to be when they brought him in? Was Malik Ewan as good as he was? Was he everything that they needed out of a big player? You know, we watched the teams play in the Final Four. Did they get everything that they needed there? Evaluation's really important, being thorough, watching as many bad plays as good plays. I mean, it sounds simplistic, but you've got to be thorough there. You've got to understand what you're getting. You can't sign a kid off 1 or 2 games. I mean, it's a crapshoot.
If you want to make a Final Four, like, you got to go 3 for 3, 4 for 4 in the portal. However many kids you're going to add from the portal, you've got to hit on all of them. If
you expect them to be starters,
right? If you want to make a Final Four, that's your percentage. Now you can still do things the old-fashioned way and build, you know, through recruiting and retainment and everything, which is a lot of what Duke has done. They just landed a player out of the portal. They don't take a lot of guys out of the portal because they don't need to. And frankly, in some cases, I think that'll be the case here under Cal is that Arkansas won't need to take a lot of guys out of the portal. But if you want to be at the top, at the pinnacle, you have to hit on every single portal guy you bring in. If you're expecting them to be a contributor.
Well, I'll say this, like, there's
to
so
Chuck's
many
point about being thorough.
And I think in 2 weeks they're going to have most of their roster, and everybody's going to be excited and they're going to be happy. But look, this past season, and it happened last year too, they had injuries that really impacted their team. I mean, if Carter Knox is the Carter Knox that he was at the end of last season, that's a big difference with this team, and they didn't have him, even though Ewan and Pringle weren't necessarily gangbusters out. And by the way, Ewan had some great moments.
Sure he did.
Pringle had some great moments in the postseason. It's more about everybody filling the role that you brought them in to fill, and you not then having, you know, holes in your roster from an injury or a miss, to your point. But I think they know what they need to do. I mean, we can all sit around and talk about it. They know what they need to do.
It's obvious.
And they're on it.
Yeah.
I think people will be happy in 2 weeks. It's 4:20 today. That's April 20th for those keeping track. Is the Boston Marathon today? I used to know this. Chuck was asking Siri a minute ago. We got distracted.
Yeah.
Is today the celebration of Patriots Day?
Yes.
Okay.
It is.
The Red Sox play a day game, and they have the Boston Marathon today. Is that right?
Definitely certain on the marathon. Assume so on the Red Sox, because that's normally the case. The Red Sox first pitch 10:10 a.m.
Our time. Okay.
Yeah. 11:10 Boston time.
We're brought to you in part by Distribution Solutions Incorporated. I saw Quincy Jenkins, who's the president of DSI. He was at Big Creek. He was asking about Bart. They played in the Big Chief. I think they might have won their flight. We did not win ours.
No.
That's because we didn't have Bart. Bart came back. Bart had a birthday party to go to. But just like a lot of great people at Big Creek, Quincy and his son were there. And at DSI, they're all about family. And they're all about bringing in drivers and giving them a great place to work. They're driving in 48 states. They started in Harrison. They've got an office in Lowell as well. And they've got a fleet of trucks. They're always looking for drivers. And so if you're in the market for a job with a place that you want to be treated well, drivedsi.com. They know downtime's important, home time's important, and great benefits are a must. drivedsi.com. Check out all the info there. It's the Chuck and Bo Show at 7:33 on a Monday. Derek, you're on the Chuck and Bo Show. Good morning.
How about them hogs, gentlemen?
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Looking for tough, reliable equipment from folks who feel like neighbors? WT Equipment is a local, family-owned dealership with 8 locations across Arkansas. They're big hog fans, just like you, and they're always ready to help you find the right equipment for your job. WT Equipment carries the brands you trust to get the work done right. Whether you need equipment, implements, or powerful Bobcat machines, the friendly team at WT Equipment is ready to help. Visit WTEquip.com.
Hey, it's Bo. What should you expect when it comes to a roof or a remodel? Here's Teamwork COO Brett Husky.
We make it easy. That's the first thing. When we looked at this, we felt like the process shouldn't be hard. And the easier we can make it for customers, the easier it makes it for us and for our people to continue to do business.
Teamwork Roofing and Construction, making it easy and now offering financing. Log on to their website, teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality, powered by Teamwork.
Chuck, you've been around a while, and look, I don't mean that ugly, and Bo, you've been around not as long as Chuck.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
So Bart was taking a little bit of a break from fixing, technical things while you're on the road. And meaning you're not here, you don't have anything to fix. And it was going well until I had an email issue with my inbox. Yeah. And, I'm getting texts like, oh, your inbox is full. And I mean, even the media list, I'm getting like listserv emails. Hey, we're having a problem, like from the University of Arkansas. We're having a problem with your email. And so, I did what anybody would do. Yeah, I'd spent about 10 seconds thinking about it. I said, hey, Bart, I got a problem. And Bart obviously jumped right on it, but it's pissed him off. I mean, he's angry.
I am angry.
He's upset.
Very upset.
This is a whole different Chevy of Fayetteville situation.
What happened, Bart?
Well, I've successfully identified the problem, but because like Microsoft is and Windows systems are frankly the worst. There appears to be no way to fix the problem, and instead you just get looped into here's how to fix this, and then you click on something and it's like, well, here's how to fix this, and then you click on it's just a circle. Like, I can't get to how to actually fix the thing. Instead, it's just like, here's a help article. Oh, by the way, would you like Copilot to help you with this? No, I don't want your stupid AI helping with this. I just want to fix the problem.
Well, what if you turned it over to AI?
It might my computer might explode.
Oaklawn and Hot Springs is where excitement, luxury, and nonstop action come together, all in one unforgettable destination. The Oaklawn Casino Resort features a 24/7 smoke-free casino with more than 1,500 slot machines, plus blackjack, craps, roulette, along with great dining, live entertainment, and energy that goes all night. When it comes time to relax, check into the luxury hotel, enjoy award-winning restaurants like the Bugler, and unwind at the Astral Spa, Arkansas's only Forbes 4-star rated spa. And it's the perfect escape with Hot Springs National Park and beautiful scenic lakes just minutes away. And for sports fans, Oaklawn Sportsbook keeps the action going year-round. Bet on football, basketball, baseball, golf, and more. Even international sports with easy deposits and withdrawals, all through America's best sports betting app. Oaklawn is your Hot Springs escape. Plan your visit today at oaklawn.com.
When you're looking for tough, reliable equipment for people you trust, WT Equipment delivers. WT Equipment is a local, family-owned dealership with 8 locations across Arkansas, and they've built their reputation by carrying the brands you know and depend on. From Bobcat to New Holland, Hustler, and Steel, they have the equipment and implements to get the job done right. Whether you're tackling a big job or everyday work, WT Equipment offers a full lineup of Bobcat machines built for power and performance, including compact track loaders, skid steers, excavators, and more. Their lots are packed and ready to move with special deals you don't want to miss. Bobcat is the industry leader, tough, reliable, and built to handle any job you throw at. Nobody does light construction or hay and forage better than WT Equipment. Backed by trusted service and support long after the sale. Stop by your nearest WT Equipment location today or log on to WTEquip.com. Tools you trust and people you know.
Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple. If you listen closely, you can actually hear society crumbling. If you listen closely,
you can.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I wonder if Mike Gundy's kid would like to partner with the Chuck and Bo Show. Be our official.
What's he got going?
Well, I just saw Mike Gundy tweeted here on X. Okay, well, I guess it's X. I don't know. I call it Twitter still. Doesn't matter.
Most people still call it Twitter.
Whatever. Mike Gundy. It's that time of year. This is Mike Gundy's post. It's that time of year. Stillwater and Perkins. If you need lawn care, call Hometown Cut. My son Gunner is building his client base and can be reached at 405-338-5003 or hometowncut.lawn@gmail.com. Can we get an official website, Mike? Hometown Cut handles both small and large lawns as well as other outdoor cleanup tasks like natural debris removal. Again, this is Mike Gundy's tweet. Weekly mowing services start as low as $35 and bi-weekly at $55. I mean, I think the size of the lawn has to matter. If your lawn needs some care, reach out for a quote. Thanks. That's Mike Gundy's quote. And then there's a graphic. Hometown Cut Lawn Care. Other services. Lawn mowing, edging and trimming, weed removal, limb cleanup, natural debris haul-off, power washing. Why choose us? Quality, reputable service, years of experience, local and trustworthy. Gunner Gundy.
Mike Gundy told Gunner, you're not going to sit around all summer. You're going to do something. I mean, it may be mowing yards. I'll take out some ads for you. I'll buy the equipment for you. But you're going to do something.
Look at how Gunner looks like he's 12.
I'm telling you.
Young cat Gunner here.
Good for him. I hope it works.
No shame. Mike Gundy's like, hey, I'm gonna use my use my influence.
Gonna use this celebrity.
Gonna use my celebrity to help my kid mow some lawns. Putting my kid to work. Who wants to hire him?
Yeah.
I mean, go for why not? You think he's got an edge on the other lawn services in Stillwater?
I'll bet his dad bought all the fancy equipment for him.
Oh.
He's got all the stuff.
Seed funding.
Yeah,
Seed funding.
he's not like the guy down the street. Yeah, if I can get a few more yards, I can buy this bigger mower, and that way I can take on some more yards and expand my business. I mean, Gunner's already got all that stuff.
Yeah.
He's probably got a warehouse full of it.
Do you think Gundy's running the HR department for Gunner?
I don't know.
What do you think, Gundy? Do you think Gundy gets involved? Can you imagine if you're in Stillwater and you called Gunner to mow your lawn, and one day you get up, you're getting around, you look out, Mike Gundy's weed eating outside your bedroom?
Business in the front, party in the back. That's the way they roll.
That's right. I mean, if he really wants to get Gunner some lawns, he needs to throw in there a free, lunch with me. Talk about the real stuff that happened at Oklahoma State.
Bring your 8-year-old kid into the freshly mown backyard.
Yeah.
We'll work
take
on
some
his
pictures.
passing stuff.
Have a catch.
Take some take some pictures.
We'll take some pictures while they're mowing the back. We'll be out front, and then we can go out back and take some more. There you go, Mike Gundy.
He's available.
You can find it. Just search it.
He's available for hire. I don't know if they come over this far.
No, but
I'm going to plan on continuing to mow my own lawn.
You might know somebody in Stillwater. I just wonder what happens if it doesn't go well. Like, does
Dad's
Mike
out a lot of equipment.
Yeah. Well, That's probably going
Gunner will be mowing his own yard for a long time if this doesn't work out.
I wonder if they do work now. I mean, Gundy likes working on the farm. He likes being out there on the tractor and
he's an Oklahoma guy
doing all the
he
things.
is.
No, he loves it. Like that's his go-to. You know, I don't think you're going to find him playing golf. He'd rather be on the farm, like piddling around and, you know, baling hay. I mean, really.
Your bail's off there, Coach. Your bail's off. Your
bail.
bail's off. I don't know what's going on. We got to get a new bail coordinator.
When we did that show over there, it was right in the middle of COVID, too. We did that show on Oklahoma State football. It's called Our Time. And we got him out there.
It really
on the
was
farm.
their time.
Yeah, we got him out there on the farm bailing hay and screwing it up. And his dad was yelling at him. And then he wore that T-shirt and almost got fired. His dad said, I told Mike, if they fire you over there, I don't want to see you around here. You're just messing things up for me. So that'd be the worst thing in the world. We got Mike out here on this tractor. I don't need that. His dad's like 80, just, you know, tough guy.
Oklahoma
yelling
farmer.
at him for screwing stuff up. All right, 7:43. So has the Boston Marathon started yet? Is it underway?
I have no idea.
You know anybody in it?
No.
There's
You tracking
people from
anybody this
here.
year?
I mean, there are always people from here that go.
Oh yeah, it's in the running community. It's the thing.
Oh yeah, it's the.
it's the event.
The race.
The event. I always like to watch the last 2 minutes.
When was it that the person like cut through and burst out of the pack out of the crowd?
Yeah,
You're like
long time ago.
Yeah. Well, I still remember that.
We've had some of those. More along our lines. National Cheese Fries Day.
Yeah. Let's get back.
Where's
to
your
what we know.
favorite cheese fry?
Like ever? Or?
Well, I mean, start with the first thing that comes to mind. Where do you get cheese fries?
Huey's in Memphis. That's always my go-to.
I'm not a big cheese fries guy. I mean,
But if it shows up.
Yeah, I mean, if somebody puts it in front of me, I'll eat it. But I can't pick out one that's like head and shoulders above the others.
Bowling alley. What about a bowling alley?
They're always good for cheese fries.
They always have cheese fries at the bowling alley.
There really aren't any bad cheese fries, right?
I agree with that
mean,
take.
I mean, I can screw it up. But
you have bad fries and/or bad cheese.
You can get soggy fries.
Yeah, that can happen.
You can, or the wrong type of fries to have.
Yeah, but you
cheese
can't
fries.
really be a place that serves cheese fries and get it wrong and keep doing it. You know what I mean?
If it's on the menu, it's probably
right.
There are some places that probably shouldn't be selling cheese fries.
It's also National Lookalike Day. So let's just go around the room. Who do people say you look like?
I've never heard that.
Yeah, no?
I haven't ever heard
Who
that.
do people say you look like?
I haven't heard that. Bart? Anyone?
I'm one of one.
Yes, you are.
There's one celebrity that I get told I look like probably once a week.
Who's that?
Millie Bobby Brown from Stranger
Oh,
Things.
I could see
the
that.
girl that plays 11.
I could see it.
I get it, no joke, once
I
a
can
week.
see that.
It's ridiculous.
I've gotten so many, and it's just because I'm bald. You know, I get stuff that doesn't make any sense to me. I'm trying to remember what the name. The one of them was in House of Cards, the actor. We've looked this up before. The other one used to be Kevin Willard.
Michael Kelly. Michael
Kelly.
Yeah, Michael Kelly. He was good in that.
I got that one. When I was younger,
I see that.
I got Bud Bundy with Married with Children. When I was younger, I looked like Bud Bundy. Apparently, I know people have. Who's Bart's doppelganger?
Oh no! I
Who is
don't
it?
like this game.
Who is it? Let's text it in.
No.
877-377-6963. And what about Chuck?
Don't love that.
I'll tell you a quick story. Bart's instructor, Bill Agler, pro at Fayetteville Country Club. Bill tells his story. He was out and about. Bill and I go to the same barber, just for the record. And a lady came up to Bill Agler and just like, oh, I listen to your show every day. I love you doing the ball games and all this stuff. And Agler went along with it. He just went along with it. And after about 3 or 4 minutes, oh, thank you so much. And like turned and walked away and then picked up the phone and called me.
That's awesome.
That's a good story.
I like it. People have gotten me confused with other sportscasters for sure. Like back from years gone by, and they swear they had a conversation with me. I'm like, that wasn't
got called Mike Nail
me.
forever.
That wasn't me. That was Aaron Peters, not me. It was not me. Did Bart break 90? Texts are coming in. They've missed it. Yes, he broke 90. He shot 89. We took a break from talking about it, but we'll get back to it. Chuck and Bo Show, 747. We're brought to you in part by Sweatinum Cosmetics and the Sweatinum Edge. Don't forget to get the free evaluation. The Sweatinum Edge, just look it up. They'll evaluate you. They'll take your labs. They'll tell you, hey, you got some areas here that you could feel a lot better in. Do you want to do anything about it? And it can be a life changer. It has been for me the last year and a half. Complete game changer. You can sleep better. You can have better energy. You can be the you once were. Just look up the Sweatinum Edge.
Bart, you speak like you're the only smart man breathing.
I take that as a compliment, I think.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Oaklawn is your hot springs escape. Enjoy plush comfort, upscale dining, and Arkansas's only Forbes 4-star rated spa at our luxury hotel. With easy access to Hot Springs National Park and sparkling lakes, Oaklawn is your home base for everything the region has to offer. Come stay, play, and get away at Oaklawn, a Forbes Travel Guide recommended hotel. Make your reservation at oaklawn.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
Flight by Yingling. It's the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling & Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
Hey, if you've been thinking about a new truck, now's the time to head over to Chevy of Fayetteville. Supplier pricing is backed by popular demand for the final days of Chevy Truck Month, and that means some seriously big savings. With over 200 new Chevys in stock and ready for immediate delivery, finding the right one has never been easy. Go see Chris, Mark, Denver, and the team at Chevy of Fayetteville inside the Fayetteville Auto Park, or visit ChevroletofFayetteville.com. Together, let's drive. Donuts, Red Bull, and lottery tickets. I mean, how could you want anything
Courtesy
more?
of the Chuck and Bo Show.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Pascal Air, Plumbing, and Electric is here to help you lighten the load. This new year, enjoy no payments and no interest on all home repairs and replacements. Whether it's fixing that stubborn plumbing issue, replacing an aging heating and air system, or upgrading your electrical, our Pascal pros are here to keep your home running smoothly and stress-free. Visit gopascal.com today to schedule your service.
And Razorback fans, we've got exciting news. Pascal is now proud to be the official air, plumbing, and electric provider of the Arkansas Razorbacks.
Hey, it's Bo, and I had no idea how little I knew about insurance until my man James Boyette of State Farm started telling me. For over a decade, he's been delivering real value, not just the lowest price. That means helping customers find the right coverage for their life with personalized plans that evolve as life changes. Serving all of Arkansas and Missouri. If you're looking for a true insurance partner, auto, home, life, whatever you need, go to JamesBoyett.com.
Great people, great prices, and plenty to pick from. You get it all at Fayetteville Auto Park. Acuras, Chevys, Hondas, Toyotas, even a collision center, all at one location. Shop new, used, and certified pre-owned. Plus, Fayetteville Auto Park has hundreds of new and pre-owned automobiles with big discounts starting at under 30 grand. Shop our complete selection online at FayettevilleAutopark.com. That's FayettevilleAutopark.com.
Distribution Solutions Incorporated.
You're not a number here. It's a family atmosphere, and you don't know who you are, don't know who your kids are, your family is.
DSI knows drivers by name. They're about their people. It feels more like a family than a job, and they know home time matters.
We preach home time, and in essence, that's probably our biggest attribute is just the family atmosphere and knowing our drivers the way we do.
If you're a driver, check out their website, drivedsi.com. All the benefits, all the vacation time, and that home time that matters.
Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple.
The Sphere, it's hard to describe.
I
know
wanna
many
go.
people
I wanna
have
go.
gone.
Right.
I mean, the seats vibrate.
I've been places where the seat vibrates.
Yeah, well, that's not
not a concert.
That's not.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
It looked like it was going to be just a really bad day for Bart. He made a 9 on his 9th hole of the day, and here's what
we just had the worst possible hole that you could have. Tee shot out of bounds and didn't recover. Rejacked, made a 9. So We're now 11 over through 9 after we were in prime position, and morale is low. So we're going to need to rebound. We're going to need to find something, because that wasn't it right there. That was about as bad as you could play a golf hole. And I thought I hit a good tee shot. Just went out of bounds. But that's on me. That's on me.
That's on me. Who else could it be on?
That's on me. So here's Bart going to his final hole of the day.
So the situation is I parred that hole. So bogey or better. Bogey or better wins. This is the toughest hole on the course coming up. #1 handicap hole on the course. Really difficult hole. Great hole. Bogey or better, though. We just got to go get it done.
All right.
4 good swings.
You know, I was too nervous to stay, so I had to leave. I just couldn't watch.
Yeah.
And but like everybody else, I was on the edge of my seat as the day progressed.
Edward came up to me and said that you guys had a nonstop conversation.
Yes, and I thought at 9 when I heard the defeat in Bart's voice when he said morale is low.
Yeah.
What he's really saying in my mind, I thought, well, Bart's beaten. I mean, it's over.
Yeah.
And but somehow or another he pulled it together. And you know, when Edward said he's at the last hole, he's got to make bogey, and I'm like, well, if he makes double here, it's a choke job. I mean, total choke job. To use Bart's, to use some of Bart's terminology here, I'm thinking if he makes double, that is a choke job. But he doesn't. I mean, he rolls home the putt and breaks 90.
He did.
It was incredible.
And you could see it on our social media pages, right? All of them, wherever you know.
Is this
Facebook,
the most
whatever.
responded to? Is this as big as it gets?
That's pretty
for
big.
us?
We've had just a slew of engagement, but Facebook or Twitter primarily is where you're gonna. If you want to go back and see everything that happened, and relive the journey of the day, that's your best bet.
Real quick, let's just celebrate here. Maybe pull the music down just a bit.
Yeah. The crowd goes wild.
Boy.
Attaboy.
Attaboy.
Attaboys. A lot of attaboy.
Attaboy, Bart.
No wife and kids. The video's pretty good. I will say it is a top 5 fist pump of all time, and that includes Tiger.
Wow.
I mean, he had to practice that.
For over 20 years, ProLand Title has been making title insurance easy for Arkansas families. Founded right here in Arkansas with over 45 offices statewide, our team of title insurance veterans will work alongside you every step of the way. They're independently owned, so their only priority is you. ProLand Title can say yes when others can't. Cheer for the pigs, close with the pros. Visit ProLandTitle.com to get a quote today.
Hey, it's Bo, and I had no idea how little I knew about insurance until my man James Boyette of State Farm started telling me. For over a decade, he's been delivering real value, not just the lowest price. That means helping customers find the right coverage for their life with personalized plans that evolve as life changes. Serving all of Arkansas and Missouri. If you're looking for a true insurance partner, auto, home, life, whatever you need, go to JamesBoyett.com. Looking for the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits? Macadoodles or Guess Who in Bentonville has you covered.
Having what they came down here for in stock on the shelf is very important. You're going to find everything that you could possibly want. I've heard customers tell me, Bo, over the years that they may be sitting around, somebody brings up some weird name whiskey, and somebody will chime in and say, well, if anybody's got it, it's going to be Macadoodles.
Macadoodles, just north of Bella Vista at the state line, and Guess Who in Bentonville. Distribution Solutions Incorporated.
You're not a number here. It's a family atmosphere, and you're going to know who you are, going to know who your kids are, your family is.
DSI knows drivers by name. They're about their people. It feels more like a family than a job, and they know home time matters.
We preach home time, and in essence, that's probably our biggest attribute is just the family atmosphere and knowing our drivers the way we do.
If you're a driver, check out their website, drivedsi.com. All the benefits, all the vacation time, and that home time that matters.
Donuts, Red Bull, and lottery tickets. I mean, how could you want anything more?
Chuck and Bo Show.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Arkansas fans know that some things are just timeless, like a spring afternoon at Baum Walker or the roar you only hear at Bud Walton. Our friends at Blakeman's Fine Jewelry believe your milestone should be just as enduring as the Razorback spirit. They've spent over 35 years helping fans celebrate their big moments right here in Northwest Arkansas. Whether you're marking a graduation, an anniversary, or just a big Saturday in the SEC, let their teams help you find that perfect piece. This spring, go big, go bold, and go to Blakeman's in the heart of Pinnacle Hills.
We talk a lot about Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, because our experience has been great. And Bo, you're going through it again right now.
For the second time. My son's a first-time home buyer. Him and his wife got a beautiful home. And for me, I just turned it over to them. They gave me a few things to sign, and it took all the work off my plate. And I just sit back and watch it happen.
That's what happens when you deal with a trained real estate professional. And that's what they are at Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company. They've been turning houses into homes since 1978, and you can log on to WeicherGriffin.com.
At First Security Bank, banking isn't one size fits all. It's personal because everyone's financial journey looks a little different. From managing day-to-day spending, to running a small business, to helping your kids learn more smart money habits, or taking that big step toward buying a home. At First Security, you get the services you expect, the technology you need, and the real support of local people who live here, know the community, and take the time to understand what you're trying to accomplish. Life moves fast, and having a bank that moves with you makes a difference. Whether you prefer stopping by a branch, banking on the app, or picking up the phone to talk with someone who actually knows your name, First Security is there. They offer smart tools like mobile banking, bill pay, and mobile check deposit, along with thoughtful solutions like flex banking for kids, checking built for small businesses, and local mortgage lenders who guide you through the home buying process. Choose the power of personal. Bank better at First Security. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. I still think there's a right way to do things, and money has become part of this equation. But if you go back to the right way to do things, I recruit you. We have a great system. You want to be a part of this system. You want to go here, improve your game. While you're here, we're going to win. We're going to put some other guys that are like-minded with you. We're going to create some connectivity, some chemistry, but we're all on the same page here to try to develop you for what you eventually want to become, okay? That whole thing, to me, is still at the core of the foundation of how you're going to build a successful program. We've added money into that equation, and I get that, and you've got to play that game to a certain extent. But when it becomes more about the money than it becomes about that, I think that's where it all gets screwed up for programs and players.
There's only 4 or 5 programs, though, that have that luxury. Fortunately for us, we're one of them. A program like Miami, they don't necessarily have that luxury. They're chasing. Program like Louisville, they're chasing.
I think Kentucky's been chasing a little bit.
They have been chasing.
I'm not trying to pick on them in this.
No, they've been chasing
case.
some. They've been chasing.
But I think what was interesting about that whole deal is they went and hired Mark Pope, but then they tried to make up the difference between Pope and Cal and act like they were the same by spending money on players. And look, they weren't terrible. I mean, they had a formidable roster, but I just think there's really something to, you're right, I agree 100% with what you're saying, Chuck. There's really something to, though, when it becomes about that money, it becomes about something different than you really need in your organization to win.
Because you've overpaid for it. I mean, that's the thing that, I mean, we can talk about this till 10 o'clock in the morning, but that's the part that drives me nuts about the transfer portal. People say, well, you got to have money. You got to have money. Yeah, you do. But at some point, let's spend our money wisely.
Never miss a moment of the Chuck and Bo Show on demand, driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Watch us on YouTube, Twitter, every weekday, or stream the podcast version of the show on Spotify or Apple. Just search for the Chuck and Bo Show.
Previously heard on Chuck and Bo.
Have you ever said, like, good job to the pilot as you walk out after?
Yeah, I just say thanks.
I typically say thank you.
I knew you did. This wasn't a question about that.
Bart will hold up the line.
Yeah.
Can I talk to the captain?
And
Bart Pullman, executive producer.
I want to shake your hand.
He's identifying his name.
It's like, name and affiliation.
Meanwhile, everybody's just trying to get to their next flight.
I got a connection, man.
Chuck and Bo Show.
I would resist the urge to drink this milk. Said a lot of good things there.
Well, I don't know.
Razorback fans.
At my Sunday school, and first thing he says when we hop in the car, he says, "Let's start on the Chuck and Bo show."
It's too early for this kind of conversation. I'm still happy to see you.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
It's going to be hard to top last week. I mean, it really is. With all the build-up to going to Mountain Home, I mean, it's going to be hard to top it. We got a spring football game coming up Saturday. Baseball team plays Missouri State tomorrow night. They need to win a game. Softball team playing on this week, Bart?
Yeah, Missouri.
Okay. But not until the end of the week, right?
Yeah, last home series. Well, they go to Tulsa for a midweek game.
Okay. All right.
But last home series of the season is this weekend.
Well, it was a rough time for the Razorback baseball team. Dave Van Horn said that really hadn't been a part of something like this. 26-14, they lose the finale against Georgia, who homered 9 times, all kinds of records set, had 21 hits. And Arkansas had 6 errors, probably could have had a couple more, just misplayed things that don't actually go as an error. But defensively, the wheels came off a little bit. Pitching, wheels came off. And Georgia's really good. I mean, Georgia hits home runs. That's what they do. The wind was blowing out, and it just was – it all culminated in that was rough kind of night. But Arkansas is 9-9 in the conference. And they've got winnable games coming up. Now, this Missouri State game tomorrow night, they need to win this game. They went to Springfield and kind of got embarrassed. And it was a closer game, obviously, but gave up a lot of runs. And Missouri State can really hit. And we'll see what the Wind's doing tomorrow night at Baum Walker. But it sure would feel a lot better to them if they could use that game to get the weekend behind them and then go to Missouri Thursday, Friday, Saturday as that series in Columbia.
You don't really want to have 0-2 against Missouri State on your ledger when Selection Sunday rolls around. And I'm not knocking Missouri State, but what I'm saying is that when you're around a 500 team in the league, you got to win those non-conference games. And it's more noticeable when you don't. Sometimes if you're, 500, a little bit above 500 in the SEC, you're having a good year, you're going to be in the regional. You can lose some midweek games, and it's not that big a deal. But they're not really in that spot right now. Here's the thing. They've got 12 conference ball games left. I think when you look at the schedule, Arkansas could go 8-4. I think they could go 8-4. I still think they can get to 17 wins in conference play. I'm sure some of them think they can get higher, and I'm sure there's some fans that don't think they'll get that many, and I understand that. But when I look at what's left, I think they can average 2 or 3 the rest of the way. That's going to get them in a regional. Don't know if that's going to get them a host spot. Sometimes being a 2 seed in somebody else's place is not that much worse than being a 1 seed in your own spot. And I realize that that sounds unusual, but when you've not lived up to your home fans' expectations, sometimes playing at home's not all it's cracked up to be. Arkansas has gone to Omaha, playing on the road twice in the NCAA tournament. I was there. I mean, I watched it happen. They can do it. They can do it again. But I do think that when you look at what's left, they've got a chance to do well. They're not as good as Georgia right now. Not as good as Georgia. Georgia's an Omaha team. I don't know if Arkansas is right now. But what happens Saturday can happen. You kick it around on a windy day, it can get away from you.
So we'll see how this plays out. I sure hope they're in there in the postseason. I know you're thinking, if you're a Razorback fan, well, I don't know, we're probably not good enough to go to Omaha. You never know what can happen. You get hot,
Well, there's going to be 3 or 4 teams from the SEC that go.
We've become accustomed to watching Arkansas baseball into June and, like deep into June. And I'll just speak for me personally. I'd still really like to see that again. I'd still like to have them playing for something, and we're watching games and thinking something good might happen. That's just what we're used to doing around here. And this is just not the same season they've had for the last 8 years. And really for most of Dave Van Horn's lengthy tenure here. And for the people that are having conversations about, well, I don't know if he's got it anymore or whatever, just shut up. Like, just take that and have a different conversation. Because every time something doesn't go exactly, it's like, I don't know what more of a track record you want. Oh, well, the portal now and this and that and whatever. He'll figure it out. Trust me. Like, I'm just telling you, he's fine. And I don't know that there's a lot of that conversation. That's just my opinion.
Well, I think
but I
there's
see
that,
it, and it kind of annoys me.
There's that mentality, and some people will have it in every sport that every time you lose, somebody's got to pay for this. Somebody's got to get fired. Something's got to happen.
I
know. This just can't
That's
stand.
a fireable offense.
This just can't stand. And look, I'm not naive. I know there's a portion of our fan base that have followed baseball that say, "Get back to me when they win the Natty." You know, and you think about how ridiculous that sounds. But there's a generation of our fans that were raised on this being really good. They're not old enough like some of us to remember when it wasn't. And it's almost treated like a birthright. And for them, until they win the national championship, it's not complete. And so get back to me when they do. And to me, that's ridiculous. But I know there are people that feel that way. I acknowledge that.
It is what happens. I just, and Bart talked about this. You know, if you're all about winning, you don't win every day. I guarantee you.
Yeah.
There is a part of it that we get lost in the end game sometimes. In my opinion, too often, and we don't enjoy the journey. We don't enjoy all 89 of Bart's shots on.
Well, to be fair, I didn't enjoy all 89 of them.
But it is about.
But do you enjoy every day?
No.
I mean, some days don't go as well as others, and you keep going
with the good.
That's okay.
That's okay. I mean, you know, like if you've already written an opinion on the football season, you might end up being right, and you might end up being wrong. But let's see what happens. Let's get out there. Let's see what they can put together, and let's go watch the game by game process.
For all the people who say, I've already checked out on next season, well, then don't be griping. You know, if you've already checked out, then you've already accepted the fact it's going to be awful.
They really haven't.
You know,
they just say that.
I know
just
that.
like I'm not getting my hopes up, so I'm not disappointed. Another ridiculous thought. Like, you're still going to have your hopes up when the game is played that maybe they can win that game, and you're still going to be disappointed if they're not. Now, it is true, if you have, you know, super high expectations for something, there's a greater chance of being disappointed. But the idea that you don't care anymore and there's just no interest, I don't know what to tell you about that. I mean, to me, you're just shorting yourself the opportunity to just be entertained by the sport that you like, and that's how you got into it to begin with, not just to win national championships and not just to win a certain number of games.
Well, you know, I'll draw the Bart analogy here. What if Bart had said it's over? You know, when they were through 9 holes the other day. What was the hole you threw the ball in the water?
Yeah, that was 4. Was it 4?
Was that number 4?
Or 3?
Yeah.
I have a friend that jumped in the water and got that ball and wondered if you'd maybe sign it.
Yeah.
Yeah, would you?
Hey, Murph found your drive.
It wasn't my ball, as it turns out.
No,
it wasn't my ball.
Somebody else hit one over there.
It was a Chuck and Bo show.
Somebody else hit a Chuck and Bo. There weren't that many of them out there.
Wow. Well, at least we're getting them in the hands of the right people.
Yeah,
the people that'll lose the golf ball.
Yeah. That was the plan.
Hey, that guy's not very good.
Place.
That guy's not very good. I saw him in the woods 4 times. Get him a sleeve of golf balls.
If
Get
you
that
find
man some golf balls.
A Chuck and Bo golf ball, and you send us a picture, we get you some popcorn or something. Murph wants his popcorn. He did. Also, Murph agreed that's the best fist pump of all time. The fist pump that
it
Tiger
was fantastic.
The slow-mo that Edward's going to put out today.
When Edward slowed it down.
This is another level. By the way, the same hole that Bart, this is something we haven't gotten into yet, threw his ball in the water, and he did toss a couple clubs. I mean, I
didn't throw a club.
Toss. I said toss. We did throw.
Edward.
Yeah.
It's documented.
Edward was. He was right there.
It depends on how you define. It's the difference one man's throws, another man's toss.
Get on the mic.
Yeah.
Get on the mic. What do you have in this?
What is?
And then I'll tell the story.
I did not chunk a club.
I don't know about
slam one down. Sure.
There was a
there
was a bunker shot, and you turned around and you threw it right at the edge of the bunker. You
Did you toss it or throw it? There's a difference.
I don't.
He didn't fling it.
Let me find the film and we can break it down.
I probably tossed it because I had to.
It was more of a slam. It was more of a slam.
So Chuck, on the
and that's
hole
okay
that he threw his ball in the water. Okay, so he's going to tee off, And, you got so many carts out there, you can't just pull right up to the tee box in some cases. And Bart's in the big, giant Flight by Yingling monster, awesome-looking golf cart. I mean, it is so awesome.
It's like a four-wheeler.
It is. I mean, you get in it and you feel like you're in a different place in life when you're driving that thing. And so Bart walks from one tee box. He's parked back here, and he's going to walk from the very back tee box up to his spot. And there's a lull in there, and the grass is kind of high because it doesn't drain as well right there.
Right.
And he walks right through a foot of mud water and just covers his white golf shoes.
Oh.
And his socks have to be wet. And I mean, this is when you just knew this isn't happening. That's when I started checking out. Like, this is not.
I can see
this
why
is
you
not
would.
going to be his
Yeah,
day.
I
I mean,
can see why
it was just all over his face in that moment. You talk about morale being low.
I know.
And he pulled it together. Edward offered to change shoes with him. Edward offered to give him his tennis shoes. He said, "Well, here, just
They're the same size." I said, "Bart, take my shoes," and he refused.
I'm surprised you didn't have a pair of dry socks in your bag. I mean, seriously. What do you think?
Or backup golf shoes. Yeah, you would think he would have the Darius
you
Acuff
would.
second pair of
Yeah,
shoes.
I mean,
oh,
Bart-
did you see Acuff's shoes are out?
I did see that.
I don't.
Do
So
you have a pair?
I don't know if they're like his signature shoe.
They
Like I
called
don't.
A26 or something.
I don't.
red.
I don't know because they haven't been marketed as like his signature shoe. Like the stuff I've just seen has been like Darius Acuff in the Reebok whatevers. So I don't know. Maybe it is his own shoe.
The Reebok Engine A26.
Yes, Engine A.
Right here, you can buy them for $120. Yeah.
They're very red.
Yeah. You gonna get some, Bart?
They're very red.
Yeah. I think you could pull them off. Are they high tops?
They're very red.
All right.
There's a ton of different colorways. There's a
are
ton
there?
of
Oh,
different
really?
Are there?
colorways. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you scroll
Well,
for
then
days
yes,
on the
I will.
different
I will
colors.
be.
Yeah.
I will be getting.
I'm gonna get some. I think I'm gonna get the red pair for my rec league next fall.
I love that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rock the reds.
Yeah.
So when the announcement came out, it was going to be the Acuff 1. These are A26. I don't know what the difference is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if these are his like signature shoe or if it's
he's just wearing these right now.
Well, a
Getting the
listener
Reebok
says
thing
that it's
going.
not in fact
because-
his shoe.
Yeah, the description I'm reading on the website about the shoe has no mention of Darius Acuff.
So he's just wearing them in the post I saw, and
Until they get his
and
shoe
Reebok's
out.
like,
Yes.
hey, come
These-
buy the A26. But I mean, it's got
Right.
his, when you see A26,
Yeah,
you
you
think,
think.
oh,
Sure,
that's
yeah,
Acuff.
no, I understood.
But he is going to have a shoe that is like the Darius
have-
Acuff shoe.
yes, yes,
And that's what we're waiting for.
Yeah.
We're all going to
that's
get
right.
them.
That's 100%.
I'm going to wear them on the same day.
Yeah,
We're all
that's right.
We're
That's
gonna
right.
wear them. We're going to wear them around town.
It'll be a coordinated effort.
Yeah. Look at that.
The entire state of Arkansas.
Look at
will
that.
have
He
them.
was repping CVS in college, and now he's got his own signature shoe.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a move dreams are made of. Can we get Bart a signature something?
Well, I mean, I keep waiting on the corporate sponsorship offers to roll in.
It'd be
Yeah.
yeah. That's I mean,
Well,
we all are.
they were waiting on you to like break night.
Yeah.
To see if you're actually
That's
any
right.
good.
That's right.
And
I don't think I'll be getting a signature shoe with Nike or anything
you don't
like
know.
that.
You don't know that.
Bart broke 90. If you got anything to ask him, we'll do a post-round press conference right now, teleconference. You can just phone in. You can questions for Bart. What he learned about himself. A lot of people to thank. I mean, it took a lot of people to get him ready. I mean, Dr. Steve Whitelaw, Millennium Chiropractic.
Big help.
Yeah.
Big help.
Remember Bart was talking about a shoulder injury on Friday? I mean, all this was leading up to this isn't going to happen. And then I haven't heard a word about the shoulder since.
No.
I
was worried that
Yeah,
he was
icy
causing problems with that fist pump. But I guess there was so much adrenaline at that point.
Oh, yeah. We still are looking for wife and kids. We no wife and kids were present for the, the hug, the embrace, that moment. But we had, I stood in, gave him
You
a hug.
did. Well, we
hugged
didn't-
him like a minute.
We're going to have to offer cash, I guess, next time. That's what
Chris
it-
Harlan
what it
brought
boils
that
down
up.
to.
He did
Yeah.
say,
Yeah.
we
You can't just depend on
what's-
goodwill for something
he,
like
he,
that.
he suggested there should be a line item in the movie budget if we're going to, not just anybody's going to sign up
Paid
for that.
actors.
Yeah.
Paid actors.
So maybe that's what we've got to look at moving forward. Hey, live racing weekends continuing through May 2nd at Oaklawn for the classic racing season. The horsepower giveaway, the racing casino promotion, is closing out the racing season with a major giveaway. They're giving that vehicle away. From the paddock to the pavement, Saturday, May 2nd, one winner will drive away with a brand new Ford Bronco Raptor. Earn entries at the casino for the rest of this month. And again, May 2nd, you got live racing. We'll be at Oaklawn one more time this year, just before the live racing season ends. And don't forget the headliner entertainment at the Oaklawn Event Center on May 1st, Friday, May 1st, Rick Springfield there. Oaklawn.com for all the details. We'll be there the last day of April. Is that the day? The day we're doing the show is actually May 1st.
May 1.
Yeah,
May
so we'll
1.
go down the last day of April, and we'll be live there May 1st at Oaklawn. 8:18, the Chuck and Bo Show. Good morning.
You're talking down to people, Bart.
I am going to talk down to people when they're wrong.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Life is better with community banking from First Security, where personal connections make a difference every day. Families get bankers who know their names, know their needs, and love to help. Businesses work with responsive lenders who make fast local decisions that help build success. And communities thrive with First Security because our team is rooted here too. Choose the power of personal. First Security. Bank better. fsbank.com, member FDIC.
This is Chuck Barrett, and I'm so glad I chose McDonald Eye Associates for my recent cataract surgery. They took great care of me. You have to have good vision to be the voice of the Razorbacks, and I'm glad I trusted my eyes to McDonald Eye. I learned patients of all ages have a lot of options when it comes to modern surgery to reduce or even eliminate your eyeglasses. They've been taking care of patients for over 50 years, and that says a lot. So for your best vision, trust McDonald Eye. Online and same-day appointments at mcdonaldeye.com.
Hey, it's Bo, and what if home meant waking up to bent grass fairways, mountain views, and a community that actually feels like one? Big Creek Golf and Country Club in Mountain Home, Arkansas has just released brand new home sites right on the golf course. The first new construction in 20 years. These are premium properties in a safe, welcoming community surrounded by the natural beauty of the Ozarks at a price that might surprise you. Go big and go home. Visit BigCreekGolf.com today. That's BigCreekGolf.com. Hey, I'm sorry if this makes too much sense. I am more than happy to hear where I'm off on this.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Customer service is a buzzword. People just throw it out there. What is it to you? Showing up when you say you're going to show up, returning phone calls, providing the service that you promised to provide. Because, I mean, if we're all asking to get paid for what we're doing, we need to do what we're getting paid for. And do it with a good attitude and being responsible, not only responsible to show up, but responsible to the relationship.
A relationship you can count on from Clay Maxey and the folks at Teamwork Roofing and Construction. TeamworkBuilt.com. Built on quality, powered by teamwork. All right, it's officially tax season, and your local H&R Block is ready to knock it out with you. You can just walk in or grab an appointment, and you're getting 100% accuracy in your max refund or your money back. That's real people right here in your neighborhood, helping you get it done the right way. Not just now, but year-round. H&R Block. Walk in or book an appointment today.
Flight by Yingling. It's the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling & Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
For over 25 years, Pro Land Title has been making title insurance easy for Arkansas families. Founded right here in Arkansas with over 45 offices statewide, their team of title insurance veterans will work alongside you, your realtor, and your loan officer every step of the way. They're independently owned, so the only priority is you. Their relationships with national underwriters allow them to say yes when others can't. Cheer for the pigs, close with the pros. Visit ProLandTitle.com and get a quote today. The Chuck and Bo Show on demand is driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Catch up on all 3 hours with the podcast version on Spotify and Apple. Just search for the Chuck and Bo Show.
Chuck, unbeknownst to any of us, got his iPad working to watch the British Open.
I play the role of dumb blonde sometimes, but the reality is I am very skilled when it comes to the iPad.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Man, we are just basking in the glow that's going out of the Chevy at Fayetteville Situation Room. Questions for Bart? By the way, just so you have some perspective here, here's Bart pre-interview round interview. This is how he got things started. Yeah,
Feeling great. Had a good range session. Got loose. First couple of strikes weren't very good. Got loose. Went over to the putting green. Saw a lot of putts go in, which is always great vibes for the round. Now we're gonna get underway. We're on 10T here and get going.
Oh my God. You milked that for everything it was worth.
You wanted a performance, Chuck. I gave you one.
You did, and it was fantastic.
Oh my gosh! One more time, we got to hear the. This is after the 9 on number 9.
We just had the worst possible hole that you could have. Tee shot out of bounds and didn't recover. 3-jack made a 9. So we're now 11 over through 9 after we were in prime position. And morale is low, so we're going to need to rebound. We're going to need to find something because that wasn't it right there. That was about as bad as you could play a golf hole. And I thought I hit a good tee shot. Just went out of bounds. But that's on me.
That's on me.
All right. Keep going.
Edward doesn't know what to say. He goes, keep going.
Yeah. I like the one where he's talking about on the range and the way he says, I got loose.
Yeah.
Got loose.
Yeah.
Well, I did. I got the shoulder loose.
You want to hear that one again?
Yeah.
Chuck loved the pre-round interview. It sounds so serious.
Feeling great. Had a good range session. Got loose.
Loose.
Strikes weren't very good. Got loose. Went over to putting green. Saw a lot of putts go in, which is always great vibes.
That is a
for the
good
round.
vibe.
Now we're going to get underway. We're on 10T here and get going.
Yeah. So then he gets all the way to 18. He's got to make bogey. He's setting it up for us.
So the situation is I parred that hole. So bogey or better. Bogey or better wins. This is the toughest hole on the course coming up. Number 1 handicap hole on the course. Really difficult hole. Great hole. Bogey or better, though. We just got to go get it done. 4 good swings.
Yeah. Somebody texted and they wanted to know what happened on the 9th hole, which was your 18th. And let me say this. The par on 8 was the biggest hole of his round. Making par there, like if he makes bogey there and has to make par on the last hole, it's not happening.
Yeah, I hear you.
I mean, the chances, I'm not saying you can't ever par that hole, but that's a really hard hole.
It's a hard hole for me.
Yeah.
too.
Well, I mean, for a lot of people, that's why it's the number 1 handicap hole on the course. So Bart hits his drive right, the right side of the fairway, and he's got, I don't know, a couple hundred yards in for his second shot. So he tries to cut a little 3-wood up there.
Oh, you're talking about the last hole.
On the last hole.
Yeah.
Where you had to make bogey.
Yeah, I tried to hit a little cut 3-wood, and it stayed out left.
And for those that know the course, there's a tree on the, sort of the front left of the green. It's not up against the green, but it was over there.
It was in the way.
So he had to kind of chip, either around the tree, under the tree, whatever. And he got it on the green. It was a little short. So he had, I don't know, 40 feet to 2-putt. And he rolled it up to about 8 feet, and it was outside the hole.
Mm-hmm.
And he backed off the putt, at least 4 times.
Well, for effect.
The wind was blowing. I mean, everybody was like, it was pins and needles. There were a few times, I mentioned this earlier, and I'm not kidding. I prayed for Bart. I did. I was like, come on, man. And then I would just say to myself, come on, buddy, hit the shot of your life here, because I just couldn't see this. I just couldn't see Bart living with himself if he didn't do it.
When I saw the video,
he got down to the wire.
When I saw the video and he was like 11 over at the turn, my thought was he's going to be lucky to break 100. And he's just going to be decimated by this. I mean, we're going to have to prop him back up Monday. It's going to be a terrible show. And
all the work that went into it.
Yes,
Dr.
all
Wall,
the promotion.
Bill
I mean,
Hagler,
everything.
Yes.
Well, we basically staked our careers on it.
We did.
And
we put ourselves out there.
And so, I'm thinking, what's going to happen if Bart, doesn't pull this off? But you did. You had all our careers in your hand, Bart, and you pulled it off.
That's pretty incredible that you hadn't played that much golf. Tough conditions. It wasn't an easy condition day. There was wind.
There was pressure.
And you had a lot of long iron shots. Had to hit the 3-wood. Garrett, who was your caddy and is one of the best golfers over there, was saying, Bart, leave your 3-wood in the car. We talked about this Friday.
Yeah, we did.
He did not. He did not leave it in the car.
Well, Bart knows his game better than anyone.
Yeah, and
it came up big in a couple of spots.
Well,
he wouldn't be swayed. He wouldn't be coached by Bill Hagler.
No.
He was afraid it would get in his head. Now he will be. He'll be happy to go be coached by the Hall of Famer. But he couldn't get himself to do that right before the biggest round of his life.
So what's next, Bart? What do you do now? What do you do to top that?
Man, I got.
We're gonna have to find a new course.
Got to
We're
figure
gonna
it
have
out.
to find a new place.
Got to find the next challenge.
Well, we're
The
gonna
next
have an
mountain to
annual
climb.
Bart something at Big Creek, and then we need to have you go somewhere else. But I think we can. Do you think we can safely say now you can't break 100 at Oakmont?
Why would I say that?
Oh my gosh!
Why would I say that?
So an 89 at Big Creek.
With a 9, man.
I know.
With a 9.
I know. But what do you think the penalties are like at Oakmont when you don't hit it where you want to?
Well, they don't have water out there.
I mean,
or out of bounds.
I mean,
they got a lot of bunkers.
Yeah.
It's all about getting to the green.
Yeah. Well, you can putt from the fairway to most of them.
By the way, I reviewed the tape during the commercial, and I know you guys did too. He did throw his club.
Oh yeah,
that went beyond toss.
It's pretty good too. Are you going to post that later?
It was not.
No,
please do not post.
It's
that.
the end over end part that separates the toss from the
It
throw.
was not. But to be clear, it was not like I hurled the
No,
club
you didn't
out of
throw
anger
it. You
or
didn't,
anything.
Well, there was some frustration there.
There was frustration.
You didn't throw it
was
across the fairway, but when it goes end over end,
I was in the
it's a
bunker.
throw.
I threw it out of the bunker.
See what you threw it. That's exactly what you did.
He tried to get it out of the bunker. He couldn't even throw it all. He didn't get it all.
When it goes end over end,
Just
it's a
like my first
throw.
shot out.
If there's no rotation, it's a toss.
It's a toss.
And but this one definitely
It was a throw followed by a toss because it didn't get all the way out of
Right,
the bunker, and so
right.
he went and picked it up and then tossed it over to where the putter was.
Yeah.
And
It was not his crowning moment, but
it was a moment in the round.
it was part of the journey.
Yeah.
It wasn't like I tomahawked the club.
I didn't say you
Nobody
did.
did.
Yeah,
Nobody
no,
did.
but I
Nobody
just
did.
want to.
We can
clarify.
post it so
Like,
people
no,
can just
no
toss
no,
or
no.
Yeah, throw or
No.
toss.
Yeah.
No,
All right, it's simple.
block or
no,
charge.
No,
That's right. It's like the block or charge foul. You
no.
decide.
Yeah.
no, we won't post that one.
What?
We won't post that one.
What, is this like an executive decision
well,
you're making over
yes,
Well,
it
there?
you
is.
say, wait a
Yes, it
second.
is.
You're saying you're minimizing it, which is fine. Like I'm not saying it's that bad, but it sounds like you're concerned people are going to think it's worse. And so I think if we just show people, they'll know
No.
it wasn't that bad.
No, we're not going to do that.
Are you embarrassed?
No, but
Is
but
that a
that's,
little too much emotion, a little too raw?
that's just not what the people come to see.
That's
Well,
not
I
who
mean,
you
you-
are either.
Yeah.
That's
They're-
not really who you are.
No,
What do the
no.
people come to see?
The putt, the putt.
Put to music.
Yeah.
people
Slow down and put to music.
What do the people come to see? Well, me. Or they come to watch me. That's what they
Which show do you think this is?
Oh, I mean, this was,
it's
yeah,
so
it's the Bart show. It was the Bart show all
The
weekend.
summer of Bart.
The
The second
one-on-ones,
straight
the
summer.
one-on-ones, and the groups around Bart that evening there at the club was just. I mean, it was a sight to behold, and I hope you enjoyed every minute of it.
I did.
Yeah.
It was an awesome
Including
experience
the
with a great group of people.
clubhouse.
Bart has
Yeah.
found his place. You know, in Mountain Home, they love Bart. And that's
In most places, they don't.
No, I'm not suggesting that. I'm just saying you found your pocket. You found your people in many respects.
There
And,
were a few times where the Rory McIlroy team was with Bart. Bart had a team out
Well-
there. Oh, he had a caddy. He had guys with a lot of course knowledge, and there'd be a time or two where they'd have a conference on the tee box.
Well, you've got your sports psychologist, you got your physical therapist, you got your swing coach, you got you got
Agent.
everything. Agent,
manager.
That is the best thing about going to a PGA practice round. There's like 20 people on the fairway and one golfer, and everybody else is just standing around. And Bart's nutritionist played a big role.
I will say Bart didn't ask for much. Not, hey, can you get me a new glove? Could somebody go get me a clean shirt? Could somebody get me a sandwich? He didn't. I guess he didn't have to because people were just bringing.
Yeah, I was going to say,
pudding shots,
couple Uncrustables and a beer.
Pudding
you mind
shots,
bringing me that?
homemade sandwiches, homemade transfusion, or a screwdriver.
Yeah, the latter.
Yeah, and Alabama Crimson Tide cup. I thought that might set you over the edge.
No, I laughed.
Sounds like you finally got your chemical balance right.
You
on
did.
The back nine, and that's what got you going. Got a few drinks in you and some food.
When was your heart rate the highest?
I don't know. I haven't.
Was there a moment where was it the first tee shot? Was it the first tee shot? Were you nervous?
I can see what I can find for you.
877-377-6963. If you want to phone in here and talk to Bart, we'll allow it. Just this one day. We got to take a break. This spring, Pascal Air Plumbing and Electric is teaming up with Razorbacks pitcher Colin Fisher to support youth right here in our community through the end of May. Every new Pascal membership directly benefits Pagnozzi Parker Charities and Equipped NWA, two local nonprofits making sure every kid has the chance to play sports. Protect your home and give back. Memberships start at $8.99 a month. Visit PascalProPath.org to sign up and pitch in today. Are we a bunch of idiots or what?
Yes, we are. Yes.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Pascal Air, Plumbing, and Electric is here to help you lighten the load. This new year, enjoy no payments and no interest on all home repairs and replacements. Whether it's fixing that stubborn plumbing issue, replacing an aging heating and air system, or upgrading your electrical, our Pascal pros are here to keep your home running smoothly and stress-free. Visit gopascal.com today to schedule your service.
And Razorback fans, we've got exciting news. Pascal is now proud to be the official air, plumbing, and electric provider of the Arkansas Razorbacks.
Hey, it's Bo Mattingly. When it comes to a roof or remodel, let me recommend Teamwork Roofing and Construction. Here's Teamwork COO Brett Husky on what you can expect.
We're going to be there when we say we're going to be there. We're going to have really high-quality people that are going to be there that are extremely talented at what they do. You're going to get more than what you bargained for.
And Teamwork Roofing and Construction now offers financing. Log on to their website, teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality, powered by teamwork.
There's never a good deal good enough with a bad person. Still a bad deal.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
So Bart was taking a little bit of a break from fixing, technical things while you're on the road. And meaning you're not here and you don't have anything to fix. And it was going well until I had an email issue with my inbox.
Yeah.
And, I'm getting texts like, oh, your inbox is full. And, even the media list, I'm getting, listserv emails. Hey, we're having a problem, from the University of Arkansas. We're having a problem with your email. And so, I did what anybody would do. Yeah, I'd spent about 10 seconds thinking about it. I said, hey, Bart, I got a problem. And Bart obviously jumped right on it, but it's pissed him off. He's angry.
I am angry.
He's upset.
Very upset.
This is a whole different Chevy of Fayetteville situation.
What happened, Bart?
Well, I've successfully identified the problem, but because Microsoft is and Windows systems are frankly the worst. There appears to be no way to fix the problem, and instead you just get looped into here's how to fix this, and then you click on something and it's like, well, here's how to fix this. and then you click on. It's just a circle. Like I can't get to how to actually fix the thing. Instead, it's just like, here's a help article. Oh, by the way, would you like Copilot to help you with this? No, I don't want your stupid AI helping with this. I just want to fix the problem.
Well, what if you turned it over to AI?
It might my computer might explode.
You know, Oaklawn and Hot Springs is where excitement, luxury, and nonstop action come together, all in one unforgettable destination. The Oaklawn Casino Resort features a 24/7 smoke-free casino with more than 1,500 slot machines, plus blackjack, craps, roulette, along with great dining, live entertainment, and energy that goes all night. When it comes time to relax, check into the luxury hotel, enjoy award-winning restaurants like the Bugler, and unwind at the Astral Spa, Arkansas's only Forbes 4-star rated spa. And it's the perfect escape with Hot Springs National Park and beautiful scenic lakes just minutes away. And for sports fans, Oaklawn Sportsbook keeps the action going year-round. Bet on football, basketball, baseball, golf, and more. Even international sports with easy deposits and withdrawals all through America's best sports betting app. Oaklawn is your Hot Springs escape. Plan your visit today at oaklawn.com.
When you're looking for tough, reliable equipment for people you trust, WT Equipment delivers. WT Equipment is a local, family-owned dealership with 8 locations across Arkansas, and they've built their reputation by carrying the brands you know and depend on. From Bobcat to New Holland, Hustler, and Steel, they have the equipment and implements to get the job done right. Whether you're tackling a big job or everyday work, WT Equipment offers a full lineup of Bobcat machines built for power and performance, including compact track loaders, skid steers, excavators, and more. Their lots are packed and ready to move with special deals you don't want to miss. Bobcat is the industry leader, tough, reliable, and built to handle any job you throw at it. Nobody does light construction or hay and forage better than WT Equipment. Backed by trusted service and support long after the sale. Stop by your nearest WT Equipment location today or log on to WTEquip.com. Tools you trust and people you know.
Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple.
You've been thinking that you'd travel a lot, and we were wondering if it'd be okay if you just shared your location with us.
Probably not. But
just in case anything happens.
Yeah, I
just with the family here.
Yeah, well, I mean,
would you mind sharing your location with us?
I would mind. Yes.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Oh, we're reliving the day that Bart got it done. WT Equipment can help you get it done. WTEquip.com. They got Bobcats. They're great for tough terrain, tight spaces, short timelines. WT, family-owned, locally operated dealership, 4 locations across Arkansas. Whether you're managing a job site or taking care of your own land, they've got the equipment and the tools to help you get it done. Trusted brands like New Holland, Hustler, Steel, and again, the legendary Bobcat. Log on to WTEquip.com and get it done today.
David is on the line in Searcy. David, you're on the Chuck and Bo Show.
David, good morning. What's happening?
Morning. Good morning. Hey, first of all, I'd like to say, Bart, congratulations. I had total confidence in you. I started to call in Friday, and I had you at 88, and that's giving you a couple of bad holes. I still thought you could get that 88, and you basically did. But the way I understand it, you had to hold a putt there to achieve that. And having watched a lot of golf time and played golf in my lifetime, I have always wondered how the golfer kept it together on that 6 to 8 foot putt that had 8 to 10 inches break in it, and you had to have that putt. That's basically what you experienced. I'd like to know how you kept it together, what you were telling yourself, and really how nervous you were, because evidently it was a great job.
Thank you, David.
Yeah,
that's what everybody wants to know.
Walk us through your thought process.
Listen, he's not the first one to ask.
No.
I've gotten text both on the text line and my personal phone asking, how did Bart feel over the last putt? Honestly, Bart.
No,
Tell us the
I
truth.
Felt great. Because I kind of seen on my first putt, I kind of got a sense of the break and how much break it, was in that next putt. You know, I looked at it from both sides of the hole. I was really confident on the line. It was, you know, and I started a ball and a half, almost 2 balls outside right, I think. It was definitely an outside the hole putt. And, you know, I had that gust of wind blow up and kind of had to refocus. And honestly, that was probably the best thing to happen, because I just kind of,
in retrospect,
yeah, I kind of, I just kind of chuckled and, you know, trusted my line, trusted my ability with the putter, and
trusted your preparation.
Yeah, trained it.
Yeah,
trained it. Yeah.
Oh my God.
He said, he kept saying, you'll see on the video, I was smiling. I think I was smiling.
Well, your confidence
was going to putt it.
was
I knew I was going to make it, but you weren't nervous. I
was not. I was not nervous at all standing over that putt.
Do you think that was your mental toughness or the flight by Yinglings?
It was the mental toughness, but you know, the others didn't hurt.
Did it ever creep into your mind, what if I don't make this?
No.
See, that's what you got to avoid, Chuck.
No.
You got to avoid the
because I thought it when he was when I was watching. I'm
sure
thinking,
you
well,
did.
what if he doesn't make this?
I'm sure you did.
You know,
I wish we had his heart rate right there, Edward, so we could know the truth. We sent your video off for professional screening by a PGA Tour professional, and Murph said that it was that definitely a club throw, not a toss.
Okay.
Yeah. He said that's a club throw. And
but don't let that stain the round.
Right,
I mean, don't. That's not your identifying moment, right there.
So we have a ruling. Augusta will not invite you back.
Okay.
And you know,
Bart's a club thrower.
Because I was ever going to get on Augusta anyway.
Well, I mean, listen, let's not be negative.
Yeah.
Let's not that. With that kind of attitude, no, you won't.
I mean,
if that's the attitude.
There was a
no.
time when it was iffy on whether or not you could get on Big Creek, and now you're out there busting 90. I mean, you know, the sky's the limit.
That's exactly right. I do want to thank Flight by Yingling for
sure
providing the hydration and the golf cart
Bart
for
and the
Bart.
team.
Bart's bag, his golf towels.
The bag is awesome.
gear.
The bag has a cooler pouch.
Did somebody
And
win the bag too?
Yes,
Yeah.
we've got to announce that we gave away the bag and a dozen Pro V1Xs with Chuck and Bo logos on them.
Oh, that's a nice.
They're
prize.
still over there at the country club. We've got to give them. We got to announce the winners.
Find somebody who wants.
Yeah. Bart, also a question for me: did you throw a Chuck and Bo logo ball in the water?
Yes.
Thanks.
Yeah.
You owe us $7.
Yeah. No, I know someone that dove in.
Put it on my tab.
Yeah. He threw.
You're supposed to throw those into the high grass, not the water.
Yeah, where somebody else could find them.
That was, I think, after about the 4th lip out of the day.
Yeah, I just didn't want that ball anymore.
Yeah, no, that one wasn't.
That was the
doing
end
it.
of that.
That one wasn't doing it. We put a new ball in play, a Chuck and Bo Show logo, new number on the ball, new ball in play, and played well the rest of the round.
Yeah, so that helps.
Yeah.
Sometimes you
just gotta get rid of.
Do you
the
have a feel
frustration.
for when it's the right time to just not just change the ball, but like get rid of that one?
Yes.
Get it out of me.
You got to be near the water. You got to be near water generally.
Yeah,
I would think, if you're
usually,
really gonna get rid of
usually
it.
it's near water. Yeah.
At any point,
it's like a baptism experience. You a rebirth. You know, and it just reset. Sometimes you just got to get it out of your system and
Washing
get your mind right.
clean.
Yeah, that's
just,
right.
you know,
so if kids
a
were
new
watching,
beginning.
kids were watching and they were like, "Oh, that's," you would say, "No, this is good. This is what you have to do sometimes. This
part of the
isn't me
wash.
having a bad attitude. This is me doing a rebirth."
It was not a. Yeah, it was nothing more than that. It was nothing more than that.
Oh man, Clay Henry with an interview on the golf course right here. Let's hear what this.
Solid short game, and that's going to serve him well for the rest of the day. He's not giving away shots around the green. He's had some dicey little approach shots, little chips and flips, and he's gotten up and down several times. His tee to green needs to get better, but I think the short game is going to save him today. He's right there. He's right there. It's about poise and not letting a bad hole. He's having a bad hole on number 9. Well, we'll see if he can keep his wits about him with one bad hole.
Wow, that was
He
spot
did.
on.
It was. That's the kind of expert analysis you expect from a show like
spot
this.
on the ninth hole. It's 8:46, 4:20. The Chuck and Bo Show. Good morning. It's April 20th.
I mean, look, this is what we do. We heal the hurting. We touch the hearts. We talk about the things that matter to people.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Hey, if you've been thinking about a new truck, now's the time to head over to Chevy of Fayetteville. Supplier pricing is backed by popular demand for the final days of Chevy Truck Month, and that means some seriously big savings. With over 200 new Chevys in stock and ready for immediate delivery, finding the right one has never been easy. Go see Chris, Mark, Denver, and the team at Chevy of Fayetteville inside the Fayetteville Auto Park, or visit ChevroletofFayetteville.com. Together, let's drive.
Light by Yingling. It's the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Light by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Light by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling & Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
Looking for tough, reliable equipment from folks who feel like neighbors? WT Equipment is a local, family-owned dealership with 8 locations across Arkansas. They're big hog fans, just like you, and they're always ready to help you find the right equipment for your job. WT Equipment carries the brands you trust to get the work done right. Whether you need equipment, implements, or powerful Bobcat machines, the friendly team at WT Equipment is ready to help. Visit WTEquip.com.
Arkansas fans know that some things are just timeless, like a spring afternoon at Baum Walker or the roar you only hear at Bud Walton. Our friends at Blakeman's Fine Jewelry believe your milestone should be just as enduring as the Razorback spirit. They've spent over 35 years helping fans celebrate their big moments right here in Northwest Arkansas. Whether you're marking a graduation, an anniversary, or just a big Saturday in the SEC, let their teams help you find that perfect piece. This spring, go big, go bold, and go to Blakeman's in the heart of Pinnacle Hills.
When it comes to sports and work, we all understand preparation, performance, and recovery. And that's exactly how the Sweat No Edge works. I'm in the program myself. I've told you about it before. It's designed for men who want to stay competitive as they age, with hormone therapy for low testosterone, peptide therapy, metabolic testing, in-body scans, weight loss, and so much more. If you want to feel like you once did, get the free consultation. Log on to sweatnumcosmetic.com or just search the Sweat No Edge.
Heading to Baum Walker Stadium? Make the Stonebreaker Hotel part of your game day routine. Just minutes from the ballpark on Markham Hill, it's the perfect place to start or finish the night. Stop in for pre-game drinks and seasonal bites at the restaurant. Then come back after the final inning to relive the biggest plays. Or skip the late night drive and stay the night in one of Stonebreaker's modern guest rooms. Game days are better on the Hill. Visit stonebreakerhotel.com.
Hold on, guys. I'm on the Chuck and Bo Show. Hold on.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Paschal Air, Plumbing, and Electric is here to help you lighten the load. This new year, enjoy no payments and no interest on all home repairs and replacements. Whether it's fixing that stubborn plumbing issue, replacing an aging heating and air system, or upgrading your electrical, our Paschal pros are here to keep your home running smoothly and stress-free. Visit gopaschal.com today to schedule your service.
And Razorback fans, we've got exciting news. Paschal is now proud to be the official air, plumbing, and electric provider of the Arkansas Razorbacks.
Hey, it's Bo, and I had no idea how little I knew about insurance until my man James Boyette of State Farm started telling me. For over a decade, he's been delivering real value, not just the lowest price. That means helping customers find the right coverage for their life with personalized plans that evolve as life changes. Serving all of Arkansas and Missouri. If you're looking for a true insurance partner, auto, home, life, whatever you need, go to JamesBoyett.com.
Great people, great prices, and plenty to pick from. You get it all at Fayetteville Auto Park. Acura, Chevys, Hondas, Toyotas, even a collision center, all at one location. Shop new, used, and certified pre-owned. Plus, Fayetteville Auto Park has hundreds of new and pre-owned automobiles with big discounts starting at under $30,000. Shop our complete selection online at FayettevilleAutopark.com. That's FayettevilleAutopark.com.
Distribution Solutions Incorporated.
You're not a number here. It's a family atmosphere, and you're going to know who you are, going to know who your kids are, your family is.
DSI knows drivers by name. They're about their people. It feels more like a family than a job, and they know home time matters.
We preach home time, and in essence, that's probably our biggest attribute is just the family atmosphere and knowing our drivers the way we do.
If you're a driver, check out their website, drivedsi.com. All the benefits, all the vacation time, and that home time that matters.
Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple.
Bart's over there fact-checking. Kind of ruined.
Just ruined the whole day for me. Has everything I've said on this show been fact-checked?
This would not have happened. This would not have happened.
Have you gone home and fact-checked everything I've said?
No.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I just sent Murph the video of Bart throwing his ball in the water, and he's laughing and said, his shoes are covered in mud. That's the whole walkthrough.
I didn't notice that part.
Clay Maxey asked Bart, he said, why didn't you just go around? He goes, well, I took one step in and I was already committed.
Yeah. At that point, there's nothing you can do. They're covered. You might as well just go on, man.
Walked through, and I think he was so annoyed he didn't even say anything. He's just like, "Oh my gosh, what else is going to happen today?"
Oh, that is a muddy shoe. I just noticed that. That is a muddy shoe.
Yeah.
Yes. By the way,
the damage was done after the first step.
Look at that.
Yet another person has won. Yet another person has won a marathon coming from behind, while the guy leading thought he had already won.
Really?
Yeah, it was in Delaware over the weekend. Joshua Jackson won the Delaware Marathon this weekend in dramatic fashion, passing the first place runner who eased up to celebrate one step from the finish line.
Wow, that's big.
How many times?
That's
We've seen
big.
this several times.
You got to finish. You got to put your head down and get the job done.
Got to break the tape. Break the tape.
David and Harrison. David, good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, David.
Hey, I just got 3 questions. Bart, do you subscribe to Golf Digest magazine? And there was an issue years ago about breaking 90 and 80 and all that. And then, do you tee your driver high? And then, have you ever hit a persimmon wood?
Okay.
Questions for Bart.
I'll go in the order you asked them. No, I am not a subscriber to Golf Digest. I have been at various times in the past, not currently.
Casual reader.
Casual reader. The second question.
How do you tee the ball up?
High or low?
Mid height.
Slightly above the top of your driver.
Like halfway, ball
Okay.
halfway above the top of the driver. Have I ever hit a persimmon wood? I have a long time ago, but yes, I have.
There you go.
I used to have one back when I started playing.
Thank you, David.
Good question.
Thank you.
Yeah, those are good questions. I mean, people want to know, if you want to continue the conversation with Bart, how can we do that, Bart? Offline.
You can find me on Twitter at Bart _.
Well, a lot of people do.
Yeah.
We've got video coming out, too.
Yeah, more video coming today, and then the actual video hopefully later this week. The movie.
Feature film.
The film. We may put like an AI wife and kids in there running out on the green. Well, it was a fun Monday, wasn't it? Have a great Razorback Monday. We'll try and do it again tomorrow.
Great people, great prices, and plenty to pick from. You got it all at Fayetteville